Drop, we are back with the PC gaming show. It's E3 again. I'm here, Potatoes is here, Dux is here, Cardinal will be joining us in probably half an hour. We've got about 30 seconds before it goes live, so enjoy. Guys, what do we think we're going to see?
Potatoes.
Don't know. Stuff.
We're going to see Mountain Blade Warband 2. We're
Okay.
probably going to see some strategy games.
Some Dwarf Fortress? Okay.
By the way, the stream says E3 Livestream Bethesda with Game Buddies, just so you know.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't.
It doesn't.
It says FrameDrop E3 livestream.
No, it doesn't. Shut up.
Idiot!
I hate myself.
I think they're going to bring out that graphics card. Is it? Which one is it? Who's bringing it out? Is it
AMD's bringing out here, sponsoring this show, and it's an amazing card.
Yeah, and it's what, 200 for ridiculous.
Yeah, for ridiculous o'clock. It is serious.
Does it keep pausing for you, or
just then?
Okay,
so I think it's just worldwide. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
People in the chat are saying same here. Twitch is too laggy. Everything's laggy for everybody. So I think, yeah, it's just. Oh, I did just take out. Oh no, I think it was them taking away the graphic.
Oh.
So who is watching? Let us know in the chat. What are you expecting from this? Are you interested in PC gaming at all? Last year they didn't really have much to show. They had Sean Murray on from No Man's Sky saying, "Hey, don't worry, the game's coming to PC the exact same time as PS4." Are we going to see him again, or are we going to see him at the PlayStation 1? Who knows? Let us know what you think in the chat. And if you're watching this afterwards, put it in the comment section.
Absolutely. Moons will reply.
FrameDrop bot will reply.
So what else are we expecting here? Moons, do you know much about the conference? Are you expecting much?
Is it paused again for you?
Why have we got two? I'm sure.
It's just kind of looking. It's now, but something's happening. Something's happening now.
No, I'm serious. Is it paused for you?
No.
Yeah, it's paused for me. This is not a good stream for me.
Go to Twitch. That's the only. It's only here on Twitch, basically.
Ladies and gentlemen,
okay.
Welcome to the PC Gaming Show.
No, it's cringe already.
Yeah, put this really crap.
Oh
my god, it's really bad quality as well for me.
For today's show.
Twitch?
No, on the YouTube. YouTube's being stupid. I really don't have the patience for this.
You need a soulful song to do nice things.
Hello to all
do
of you on
it.
Twitch. So
There you
glad
go.
to have the right URL.
There, it's finally fucking working.
Huge thanks again.
I've
to
still got
PC
an advert
Gamer
playing on
and
the
AMD
live
for putting
stream.
on the show again,
God's
huh?
sake.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm watching on Twitch
Beautiful
now.
theater that honestly looks like a level from Diablo
That's
3.
how I roll.
I'm excited because it's the day before.
Cardinal Smith's going to be coming in half an hour.
Gamer is basically the day
Cardinal
before
Smith.
Christmas. And we're going to kick it off on day 0 with 100.
Is everybody else getting a montage that had Rocket League on it?
I'm a bit behind then.
Sorts of exciting updates and exclusives.
Okay, I'll probably go on
that I
Twitch as
can't
well
wait to
then.
share with you.
If I don't know.
What? He's still talking.
For all of you at home.
Oh wait, hold on, montage. I'm on montage, yeah.
Why haven't got Rocket League yet?
Right, tell me when you get Rocket League. Tell me when you get a man sitting on a desk.
Okay.
He's got a mug, a plain white mug. Tell me when he arrives.
So laggy.
Mine's not.
Alright, it's driving me crazy. I might switch over to the Twitch stream in just a sec.
Yeah, Rocket League. Jesus Christ.
I don't even have Rocket League yet.
Are you watching on Twitch or YouTube?
I'm watching on YouTube.
Twitch is so
Now
far
he's on his
clear.
damn desk. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to Twitch in just a sec.
It's time to bring out our very first guests, who are going to be introducing the third incarnation in their famous RTS series.
Dawn of War 3.
Yep. Sorry, everyone. I'm switching over to the other one. To Twitch. Don't you worry, it's just a man. Speak what's happening, please.
Okay, so a man from Dawn of War development team is telling us a little bit about how awesome it is. There's an animatronic Chaos Marine behind him. They're talking about how awesome it is. So we're being told not to rush to judgment.
Montage?
Yeah, we're going to see some world premiere of Dawn of War 3.
I'm looking at esports stuff.
You're way behind.
I am waiting for Twitch to load.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at advertisement, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So we're
This is
currently
driving
in
me crazy.
Temple Canyon.
I don't want.
First look
There we
at
go.
Dawn of War 3 games.
Dawn of War 3 games. Ah ha 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 ha.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. There's a man with a hammer beating shit out of some things.
No.
Cool.
Yeah. Are you there?
No.
Looks like Warhammer to me.
Yeah. It's definitely Warhammer. It's Dawn of War. RTS.
You still got an advert, Dax?
Temple Canyon Planet
I'm
Acheron.
on my way.
Yeah, that's where
but it's
you're
just
right here.
me.
You're with us, Ducks.
Don't be
I just had a
Right.
drop
Wait for
of loads of
backup.
people come down.
There's no time.
They'll kill you.
I find it hard to get super stoked about RTSs. They are what they are, aren't they? You know. For Warhammer.
RTS stands for on this.
Real-time strategy.
Tit shits, actually. Just complete tit shits. I'm 24.
There we go.
Get a free pass.
I used to say that. This with the Warhammer and RTS, it feels like it definitely should work. I've played one of these games before. I think it was Dawn of War 1, and it was good fun. So
They
if
show
you like
a
these
lot.
sort of games, this looks like it would appeal.
Yeah.
Not really my bag. Too much micromanagement for my liking.
Wonder how many PC players there are, like proper hardcore ones.
As in, who play this?
Yeah, because this is always like, it's never the bigger. Yeah.
The thing is, with the success of things like League of Legends
Yeah.
and stuff like that, you know, I would say the RTS genre is still alive and kicking.
Definitely.
So, you know, with League, then you're obviously playing with other people, and it's pretty cancerous. So maybe you want to get the same thrill of doing that, but on a non-multiplayer side of things, you play this.
Maybe.
But we're probably not the people they're marketing this to.
Mel Gaming says, "Can one of you guys edit my podcast while I watch this?"
I know there's
No.
a person in a suit.
I'm not
Got
there
keep
yet.
Oh, jeez.
It just says Dawn of War really slowly.
You have that behind.
Cheeky girl.
Well, maybe I should pause it.
No.
I'll pause for 3
We
seconds.
pause?
One.
All right, now they're talking. Now people are clapping.
So there was a lot going on in there. Walk me through how the pieces.
Let me know when it
What's
goes to
going on
the.
there?
Let me know when it
we
goes
saw
to the
a lot
close up of the
things there.
guy.
I should say we
sitting
had
down.
a little bit
Okay.
of fun with the
Glasses.
camera, as you can
It
tell.
takes about 2 seconds
Close
when it
up,
come back
yep.
in.
Flying around in the middle of the game.
Oh crap! It does take 2 seconds to load back up.
So
Okay.
we showed off a
A
whole
fire
bunch of
mechanic,
things in
which
those
comes from
few
above.
games. Planet
Saw them
Acheron,
action.
which is one of our
So,
Oh, I think it's just
I don't
caught
hear
up.
any of that.
No, I think by pause it just caught back up.
yeah, it has.
Jax, pause for a second and then play. See if it catches up.
Story hero for Dawn of War.
If you hear orbital bombardment,
Space Marines as a whole.
It's just
with
talking
their
about Space
drop pod
Marines as a
mechanic,
whole.
which we call Death from Above.
That's very
Saw them in
specific.
action. And then just a hint of that great space laser.
Space laser.
Because you use Death from Above not in reference to the huge space laser. Tell me about the space laser.
So the space laser is their super
The
ability
space
for
laser?
bombardment. It's sort of the end game ability for the Space Marines, where you get to drop this giant finger
these
of God
two
laser
are no longer
from the
working?
sky, and you actually can control
What?
it like a squad.
Well
So you can
then,
actually
it
move
looks
around
like
the field.
our
It gets bigger
camera
as it
stream
does
is
more
down.
damage, but it
For
slows
some
down,
reason,
so
the
there's
video
been
call
a
ended because of
counterplay there as the enemy
authentication
can get out of the
issues.
way.
That's
But it just
strange.
feels awesome.
I'll try and go
Now,
in
Brett,
again.
Tell me a little
Who
bit
cares
about
what
what
these
it's
people
like
are talking
to design
about?
a campaign in the Warhammer universe.
Yeah, I
great.
totally got
You know,
kicked
the
out.
Warhammer
Oh,
universe is
you
very
encountered
rich,
a problem.
and, you know, what
Let's
we're
try
doing
that
with Dawn
again,
of War
shall
3's
we?
Campaign is we're telling the epic story.
We're telling
that
an
fans
epic
and players
story.
expect, and we're telling it from the viewpoint
Trying to
of
connect.
3 special heroes
Trying to connect.
that are representing each faction. And it's a tale that kind of interweaves.
Not
between their
wanting to
perspectives,
connect. All right, well, I guess it's just a
Can't hear you
stream
now,
for one.
Ducks.
Oh, there we go.
Can't hear
as they go
you.
through the game.
Trying to-
And so, was that footage?
Can
from
you
the
hear me?
single-player campaign?
Yeah,
No.
I can hear you now.
An excerpt. It's excerpted
Dax, just go into the
from,
settings of Google Hangout, and default your mic, and then go back on it again.
So when
Just
we
needs to be
release the
shooken
game,
up.
what you'll see is that E3 mission, that cool footage, in the context.
Okay, how
of,
about now?
Of a larger mission.
So cool. And I understand that there's even some more footage coming up.
How
down
about
the line.
now?
Yeah, we'll be releasing full
Where the
footage
hell
of
am I
that
hearing this
E3
from?
mission on
Probably
Yeah, I can
the.
Twitch and YouTube on
Can neither of y'all
June
hear
24th.
me?
Dux, think we're getting your
Time for my birthday.
audio
Well,
for your
happy
microphone.
birthday. Thanks, don't forget, right.
Fuck.
Now,
Isn't that how you're supposed to get my audio? Through my microphone?
Thank you, Space Marine.
So confusing. Dux's mic is the audio for is the stream audio.
Now, our next
What?
video piece is from a development studio you might not have heard
That's a
of, Clay
microphone.
Entertainment, but
So
you've almost
confusing.
certainly heard
Let me try that. How
of
about
their
that?
games.
Wait,
Yeah,
Oh, you're back.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Cool.
Participation.
That was very strange.
Yeah, it kicked me off. It said an authentication error.
Oh, don't worry, I was watching.
Oh, okay.
It was very amusing.
Mel Gaming can still hear you, Dux. That's all that matters. It's true.
I read that. I'm hurt.
It's true, though. From the makers of Don't Starve.
Mallow, you keep hurting me.
It hurt me so much.
I got a subscriber last night, which is
Congratulations.
a thing that happened. So
Fantastic.
thank you,
Oxygen
FrameDrop.
not included.
Must have been a mistake.
Must have been.
Oh, I like simulation games.
Okay, this guy's wearing heels.
Dying and Don't Starve. I can't wait to play Oxygen Not
Arc.
Included. Now, our next
Don't like
guests
it.
are absolute sensation on Twitch TV.
These two have the same name, Jesse Rapsick and Forrest Rapsick. They're husband and wife, aren't they?
What are you talking? Oh, I see. I'm still behind y'all. I'm probably like 5 seconds behind y'all.
Welcome. Hey,
Yeah,
Sean.
you are.
Good to see you, Jesse. Good to see you.
Good to
Forrest.
see you,
Come
Jesse.
join me on the stage. I mean, right away, I have to ask what it's been like to have such a rabid community and so many people just creating content.
Headphones are giving me
It's
jip.
insane.
They're
when
really
we put out
hot.
the mod tools
I really
last
wanna kill
year,
myself.
something PC gaming
Yeah, this
is
is
huge,
awful, isn't it?
passionate about.
Come on, let's
We've
give
got
them a
huge
chance.
mod
Come on.
contests
No.
Gave him a
already.
chance last
Really
year.
Amazing stuff from the
Moons.
creators. We've hired a few
Moons.
of them because
I wanna
the
see
mods
No
are
Man's
so
Sky.
good. You know,
Stop it.
So we hope to do more of this. Make
That looks
more
pretty.
changes
More
to
of
the
yes,
mod
we hope
kit
to
and
do
everything,
this, we
and
hope
it's
to
been
do
really
that.
amazing to see what's being made.
Yeah, exactly. Is
Another
this
thing, you have some
Letterman?
new content you want to share with us
If you
today?
got $2,000 and you could spend it on a computer, this is what your game could look like.
That's right.
Oh,
what I'm saying.
lovely. What
Even then,
we're
there's
seeing
like
here.
tree lag.
This
Yeah.
is the Redwood biome. It's a place that's
How
unlike
dare
other
you
parks.
mention
There's
tree
giant
lag when
trees
everything
that
else
can't be
looks
harvested,
this
which
good?
Is it
affords
Ewok?
players the ability to build
No, it's
treetop
Ewok.
bases and have a new
I
verticality
smell a
to the
lawsuit.
gameplay with resources that can only
I
be
kind of
found
feel
in the
like,
Redwood
you know,
biome.
PC
As you can see,
gameplay
it's
shouldn't get a free
gorgeous
pass
looking
anymore
place.
because
Gravel
all the,
hooks are
you know,
very
circle
useful in
jerk
this
of PC
biome,
Master Race.
and we're really excited to
It's
get
like
You're
if something
circle-
does,
players can have that
if it go, if it's like if something does mess up, it's like, well,
Kind of
you know,
incredible, like the rich depth.
Oh, these
and
Brontosauruses
background,
look
just
cool.
Sort of seeing all the sort of looming
That
danger
looks
there,
like
which
fun.
is really a core piece of Ark's gameplay.
That's exactly correct.
All right,
And
here's
this-
the dinosaur. Jesse, stop what you're saying. Tell me about the dinosaur.
This is the Titanosaurus. This guy's been a long time coming. The biggest dinosaur on
Why
the
would you
island
want
by
to do
far.
slave
There's
labor with
only a few of
dinosaurs?
them.
Because
they're
they
kind of
missed out on it when they were
indestructible.
alive.
You can build giant bases on them. They're
Would
attached
you not
don't get
want
a
to build a
free
fortress on a
and they can't-
brontosaurus? Because I
Yes,
know I
they
would.
can't be tamed in the
Bonkosaurus.
traditional way. They're immune to narcotics.
Brontosaurus.
They require a special takedown method related to kind of
Hope I can
KOing
get
them in
salty
the
with
head
you,
with some
Vince.
bigger artillery. So.
You can,
You're pushing me.
You can build
Am I?
a
You're
fortress
close.
Really?
on the dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, science tells us that.
Why?
Of course. Ark, there
PC
you go.
Master
Real
Race Circle Jack.
science.
Yeah.
Now, modding obviously a huge part of
You and
just
your
Ark's
potato
culture.
console.
I mean, talk to me a little bit about this mod.
This is actually Primitive Plus. Can you guys hear me?
No.
Jesse, go ahead.
Yeah, Primitive Plus is a mod that we've created,
Just no?
or Cedric created, one of our
said, "Can you
community
guys hear me?"
guys originally that came in-house. And he's been working on this for a while. It's been available to PC gamers
Quite like
for
this,
quite some
community
time. But
aspect,
we're making
that's
it an
quite cool.
official mod now. This will be later in July.
Actually,
We'll be
the
putting
game
it
worked
on
better.
our official servers. And
Yeah.
this will allow people to easily get into this mod, which is really good for role-playing. It's living off the land. It's got a whole lot of new resources.
So it's
It
Reign of
allows you to
Kings
play
with
the game without
dinosaurs.
the high technology tier,
Yeah,
and it
looks
really
like it.
opens up a lot of new gameplay
Looks
mechanics.
better than
Centered
Reign of Kings,
around
to be
just
fair.
creating an in-game community.
That's
not a
right,
good
yeah.
looking game.
And
The mod on the moon looks kind of fun.
Yeah,
yeah,
dinosaur moons.
storefronts,
I
way
like
for
it.
people to trade things. I mean, it's really awesome.
Yeah, you totally
this
can't
is just
hear
an
her.
example of one of those mods that was created. There's so many other things available
Yeah.
right now through our mod. You can play Ark on the Moon with Ark Moon Survival.
So you can
There's
play
new
as wolves?
competitive game modes like Tribe
Oh, sure, we
Wars.
forgot to tweet
There's
out.
new maps all over the
I
place
did.
that have just been opening up the world for people
Good
to play
go.
Ark.
And another of the mods that
Maybe
you brought
Mellow
in,
Gaming
and
is
my
just
understanding is these
done.
are brought
Yeah, that's
in-house.
why I went.
Absolute
Some of them
hero.
are, yeah.
Official launch
Okay.
as well.
Right.
That you get to play any animal in the
I'm
game.
gonna retweet that. Retweet.
I shall tweet it out as FrameDrop.
Yeah, can't hear you.
I don't think she can hear you either.
People can play as ants. You can play as frogs. You can play as a wolf. It's pretty.
Poop button?
That's right. One of our partner developers, Instinct Games, is actually developing this out of Egypt. And they have been working on this for a little while, and it's so exciting because you can play as the creatures of Ark, go through their life cycles from babies to adults.
That's pretty cool.
You know, we started Ark and we
It's like
added
Ant
the
Simulator.
poop button. And in this mod, you have the mate button. Because as
These are important buttons.
they are buttons.
Mate
yeah.
buttons. Gross.
You know, it's great button remapping. All the hardware carriers are really going crazy over this. But no, the goal is to create a pack.
Will there be other humans about here?
To create a pack
Potentially
of
hunting you?
and,
Yeah.
play with
okay.
that pack of creatures, make new babies, raise them, level them up. You can play kind of asynchronously against the other species on the island. Of course, there's
No,
all
I don't
sorts
think
of
so.
people choosing different types of dinosaurs. Yeah, and then
Predator mode.
yeah.
So dinosaur versus dinosaur then.
Every dinosaur has a
Oh, there's
unique
humans
kind
on it
of,
too,
or
you'll
creature
see.
has a unique
Oh, okay.
vision. And of course, we've got
Monkeys
humans on the island as
don't
well.
pay
Yeah, Forrest, what are they doing there?
Well,
It's an interesting
you know,
sentence.
They're throwing poop. That's what they do. That's what monkeys do.
I'd run away.
Wow.
I think the monkeys are going to be very
They finally got a
popular.
mic to work.
Critical buttons
Yeah.
upcoming in the
Yeah.
next
Nobody
release.
is forced.
So once again, you know, this is going to be an official mod. Instinct Games, our partner team out of Egypt, developing this. It'll be coming later this year.
That's pretty
as an
interesting. That's
official mod
an
on
interesting
official
way to
servers.
take
That's so
it.
awesome. And Forrest, of course, I
Yeah.
have to ask about your involvement with streaming, sharing content for the community. What's that experience?
Oh, it's been
Froggy.
amazing. I mean, our community is just absolutely outstanding. They get so involved and are so, honestly, so creative. I mean, we really try to incorporate ideas that the community comes up with when we find things that we think are like, we should have thought of that, you know?
Well, you're going to give me the gift of being able to
Bye.
role play as an ant and
Okay.
leave sense everywhere.
Oh, so
Totally.
professional.
And I'm going to be the frog, though, so you better
I
watch
kicked off
out.
the teammate.
It's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
like
Jesse and
watching.
Forrest Rapsack from Ark Survival Evolved. Guys, thank you so much for coming
Thanks,
out.
John.
Thank you.
Now,
Oh,
I normally
They're
like
like,
to do
"Should
a
we
little
get up?"
spiel to lead into each thing, to just frame it. But for this one, I don't have to. All I'm going to do is tell you the title. Up next, we have Giant Cop.
okay.
This is very strange.
This is
This,
very weird.
It's another Adult Swim game.
Oh, okay. That
Was it
swim
a-
games are really good.
Oh no, I don't know if it is. I'm just wondering. It looks kind of.
Sunbathing,
Looks like VR though.
barbecue,
Yeah, definitely.
naked hula hoop, naked Sudoku. Now it's so restricted and boring.
Giant
It all
cop.
started going downhill when they brought in that giant.
People have no decency today. I couldn't even go to the beach without seeing
That is, I like this.
everywhere. The beach is a much nicer place now. I can take my kitties on a leisurely stroll and not have to worry
Yeah, this would be
about all
fun.
that.
It's VR black and white.
I want to be Micro Cop.
Like a super detective. My prized petunia
Giant
plant
cop.
beauty was stolen. I was heartbroken. I gave
How many people are
Giant
stealing
Cop
this
a picture
vase?
of my beauty, and that dirty thief was quickly dealt with.
Cool. What's happening in the background?
Micro City's not the same anymore, man. Like, you can't find the voice.
That looks funny.
I no longer fear walking home now the giant cop has eyes everywhere. The streets feel much safer.
Justice above all. That's great.
I kind of like the originality that's coming
Oh,
with
yeah.
VR. You know, I kind of like some of the cool concepts we're exploring here.
It's thinking outside the box, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Giant Cop is the greatest.
I like the music. That could be fun.
Yeah. Innovations
Alison,
in
you're like a
VR.
minute behind.
I told you I didn't need to tell you anything. Now, our next title is the sequel to a
Can't
game
fix it.
that at first I struggled with, but then
So
fell in
weird.
love with the combat. That game was Mount.
With the
and
YouTube
Blade.
one, just
Coming up
YouTube's
next-
behind as well. Anyway.
Coming up next,
I
we
don't know.
have
I'm
a
not
little
watching
intro video
YouTube,
to
I'm
the
watching
sequel,
Twitch.
Mount and
Yeah, we all
Blade
are as well.
2
Yeah,
Bannerlord.
I don't know
Let's take
why.
a look.
No, I was about to suggest watch YouTube, but then I said, "Oh, YouTube delayed as well."
Yeah.
So no point.
This looks the business.
Can you get the thing to the door? The game.
It's sad because y'all are commenting on stuff that's not on the screen for the stream yet.
I know. I wish we could pause, but it just catches up as soon as you press play again.
Why don't y'all watch it on the YouTube, since y'all didn't have problems?
Because then that's like uber late. It's another 30 minutes. 30 seconds, sorry. Oh, sorry, on YouTube. Oh, that's a good idea. Sorry. Dirt. Sorry, Ducks. That is a really clever idea.
Thank you.
Potatoes, if we just go onto YouTube, then we can control...
Okay, well, which one is... Where do I find it?
So we were on originally. I'll put it onto Twitter.
Okay, I think I've got it. Ducks has it here.
There, just in case.
Join me in welcoming to the stage.
So, Ducks, have you got to the end of Mountain Blade
Yeah,
yet?
just finished.
Elliot.
Right, so we're just behind then.
Crap.
Frank, it's so good
We
to
just
see
got the
you
title.
again. Hey, welcome
Yeah, we
to the
just
show.
got the title.
That's alright,
It's
only
I just
5
want you to
seconds.
start off by talking a little bit about what
So that's
is
better than
Mountain
a whole
Blade for
minute.
those who are unfamiliar.
Okay, to summarize very, very quickly, Mountain Blade is an action
As a ginger man walked on the street.
sandbox.
As a ginger man walked on.
Get him.
Yeah.
And what you are is essentially you're like
he sat down?
just a regular
Yes.
person in the world.
Yeah,
you can become a
me and
lord, you
Potatoes
can
are
your
in
own
sync
faction, you
perfectly.
fight in the battles alongside your troops when you're commanding them as well. There's politics, there's trade. You're really, it's
Oh, I
very
don't
much
like him already. Look at his
feudal
glasses.
simulation game.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
he's alright, he's just earnest.
Earlier, I mean, a lot of games have you hit the button.
It seems like a
do the
fun
fine
game.
stuff.
It's
But,
like
I mean,
Chivalry.
In Mountain Blade, it's much more
It's a lot of fun.
much
Nah,
more
he's put me off the whole
involved.
thing,
And
guys.
here,
I kind of want to kill
the
him.
big news
God.
of
It sounds like a
Mountain Blade
personal
2,
problem.
Siege. Walk me through the siege.
Okay, well, this is our siege gameplay.
It's okay,
It looks
guys.
like-
This is
I am
one of the
joking.
games
It's
where
okay.
players want to see most improvement from us. So what we did is
I don't
we
like to kill
worked a lot.
people,
We had
don't
in
worry.
motion from mechanics, so we've got things like
He's a
destruction
ginger.
now,
Ants, yeah,
we've got
ants gets
ballistae,
it.
mangonels, and obviously as the player you can just
There's gingers
push
in
your
the place.
soldier aside, grab one, fire right at that battlement, blast a piece of it off.
Don't worry, I'll
and,
be
you're
quiet now.
essentially very, very involved in the fight. We
Boons,
have like
you
multiple
balloon.
lanes of attack now
I'm
as
trying
well,
to
and you
see
have
anything
deploy, choose how
different
you
from
approach each castle.
Chivalry.
Right now, how many players are there on each side? Or
It's
humans
less
on
chivalry?
each side in this fight?
Well, yeah, essentially this is one of our single-player sieges, and we have like 350 guys on our side, and the defenders have a bit less, on 150. So it's about 500 total, all operating individually.
You see, there's a
Okay,
lot
so
of
he's just
politics.
talking. Yeah, he's just talking about single player at the moment.
He's only talking about
How
combat
does the
because a
siege
lot of this game's
evolve
also
over time? What's the
politics and
Yeah.
getting
middle,
missions.
and
Oh,
end of
okay.
the siege?
Well, essentially, you're doing a siege
There's
to
a lot
take
more
over
to it
some
than
land,
just
right?
combat.
Okay,
Exploit
good.
resources and sort of gain
I
more
quite
money
like that.
because you sort of
I
expand
remember
your
it getting
faction.
good reviews the
So you
first
spend some
one.
time in the campaign,
Oh,
map
it's very good.
bombarding, doing
It's
some
very,
damage to the
very
castle,
good.
and then you get into the fight and have this huge dramatic climactic battle against the enemy.
I mean, I understand that so much of the inspiration from the game is just historical research. How does that factor into the siege?
That's exactly right. I mean, that's a huge part of the way we design the game. We actually look at history, we look at what worked, and also
He
why
actually
it worked. So
looked
you
at
see
history,
these
guys.
murder holes up here. I mean,
He's making
like
a
getting into
historically
castle is supposed to
accurate
be a real,
game.
like massive pain, right? It's a really hard
He
thing to
actually
do.
looked at
And
history.
so once you're trying to smash down that gate, you've got the defenders from above, like throwing rocks, throwing jars of oil all over you, and you're having a really hard time fighting this very historically themed castle.
I mean, the scope of it is just incredible. And I mean, I know with all the intricate systems, not just the combat, but the political, the economic system, that modding is a
Wonder,
really
can you
big
defend the
part
castle
of
then,
Mountain Blade
too?
as well.
Probably. My Twitch just stopped.
Probably a two-way
Absolutely.
thing.
I mean, modding
Oh, no,
has been
sorry,
part of Mountain Blade
working.
right from the very start. I mean, from the very beta of the first game, we had modders coming in.
Political,
and sort of
economical system.
Helped to fuel our community growth and helped to actually kind of fuel development in a way as well.
Oh.
We're taking a lot of ideas from the
Partial
modding
stuff.
scene.
Okay, yeah, we've just
So
as
Battle
well.
Trust
How historically
community,
accurate will it have
because
giant
we love them
enemy
so much,
crabs? I
and
hope
what
so.
we're going to do is we're going to give them all the tools which we use for development, and also we're going to allow them to combine mods. So someone might
These
make a mod with
games
chainsaw
are all really
diplomacy.
like, they have way too much dark in it. Whoa, it's froze again.
Someone might add a skill, and then another person adds maybe
One,
like, a new weapon or an
two,
armor, and players can
three,
actually grab all of those mods,
four,
combine them into
five.
one,
That's
and
awesome.
play them in the game. Yeah.
Well, for any of you who have not played Mountain
Yeah, we're about 10 seconds behind
Yeah,
you.
it froze again. Man, there's something going wrong with this stream.
I'm going back to
And this one's frozen really bad.
Blade, I
Oh,
personally
now it's
strongly
back up again.
recommend it. Frank,
Wow.
thanks so much for coming out and
so
talking
much.
about
Wait, they're
Mountain
cheering
Blade
on the
2.
stairs. Yep, I said to freeze.
Yeah. They're cheering now.
All right, lads, get on the stairs.
Our
Cheer!
next video piece is from the maker of Lords of
boys.
the Fallen, creating another game
I
inspired
don't know
by
what
Dark
this game
Souls,
is
but
I'm
in
watching,
this
but
one,
it looks
it is in a style
shit hot.
Man, you are like, so Moons is 10 seconds behind the stream. You're 30 seconds ahead of the stream.
setting. Let's take a look at
Who
the
is?
Surge.
Potato.
He went back?
Yeah.
I was bored of being behind.
The world is easy.
Fine, I'll come back with you losers. time.
This is all that's left.
I'm looking at a fat guy in
Slowly roasting under the solar rays.
yellow.
Doug, you should come back to YouTube one because this all was synced up with us.
Okay.
And yet
If it doesn't stop doing its stupid thing.
Well, it seemed like it was Twitch things that you were experiencing, or was it actual YouTube doing it? Let's find out.
Go back to YouTube.
We are human, so we fight.
What's this one then?
It's called The Surge.
Okay.
Or theirs. And yet we struggle.
Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Looks.
How's the quality for you, Dux?
Fine.
Cool.
You back on YouTube again? Yeah.
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 I need to make it.
We are human.
Does the Surge title come up?
No.
I've just had the search title come up then.
I haven't. Not
And
even
manager.
close. No, now it came up.
Are you in the past?
No.
In the past in general.
We have a video of a brand new map to play on in the game. It's called Promenade.
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 It's because I'm streaming as well, so of course it's going to delay it a little bit.
It's been fine in the past. It's never been this bad.
And now it stopped completely for me.
Wow. Yeah, just go on Twitch then. Best you be ahead a little bit than us.
I've just resized all the windows! It's making me pissed off now.
Damn streets. When you jump into zero G, how are you gonna win the war?
Is this the same game? Is this still The Surge?
It doesn't look like it. It does look like it. They said it's a new map, but
It looks like weird Overwatch.
looks like scientifically accurate Overwatch.
Yeah.
Historically accurate Overwatch.
I
Literally
approve
historically
grapple
accurate.
hooks.
Definitely.
Okay, this is just Overwatch.
He just got a rocket launcher. Law Breakers. It was a different game.
Lawbreakers.
Law Breakers.
No one's gonna play it because they'll be too busy playing Overwatch.
I'm going to the clink. Lawbreakers. He needs to fix that collar now.
Oh my god, the stream.
Is Cliff responsible for this?
My fresh kids. I'm at the age where I just want him to be comfortable.
Maybe.
That's all I really care about.
Cliff is a bit of a dick, like. He's a bit of a maverick, isn't he?
He was the one who was in the VGAs talking about how good Star Wars Battlefront was.
Jump straight into talking about your game.
Absolutely.
Do you know what? I'm gonna try and see if I can watch it on YouTube Gaming.
He's a bag full of cocks. Oh yeah, I forgot they've got on YouTube Gaming. Or have they? For PC Gaming at least.
Next year's sales forecast.
No, it's...
Sorry guys, I need a minute.
Because Jeff Keighley's doing it on there, isn't
But it's really important to note that what we're doing is evolving this kind
Is it
of
on
game
YouTube
for
Gaming?
kind of a new generation
Yeah, of
that
course it
expects
is.
kind of abilities and characters that have different kind of health and different movement styles. Right. And so the
Anything
core,
on
the
YouTube
core
will be on
of
YouTube
these types of
Gaming.
games, these first-person shooters, it's not just the shooting, it's the movement. It's how
That's
you
probably our
flow
best
through
bet,
the
I reckon.
environment. It's whether or not the player actually has momentum. Then when you add in low gravity and the
Oh,
player
we're
sits
talking
in the low
about,
gravity and
thingamajig.
jumps out,
Maybe they
and they can actually
changed.
bunny hop a little bit. So you start to get a little bit of that kind of like
It's,
strafe
what's it
jumping
called?
tribes skiing little vibe going on in there. And then when you add
Why am I
in
watching something
zero
different?
G and low
What are you
gravity
talking
and
about?
blind firing behind you,
What
it
am I
gets really,
watching?
really interesting.
I don't know what you're watching. They're watching... They're talking about Lawbreakers.
Yeah, which thankfully, so the thing is here at E3, we're finally able to show off a new map.
Okay,
and new
YouTube
arena
Gaming. The
because,
first
we've been
thing
showing
I
off
typed in
Brand New
YouTube
for so
Gaming.
long, which is our
No,
Purpose
just go to
Brand
the
New.
YouTube
now
and
this
click
is kind of
watching
my
YouTube
re-envisioning
Gaming.
of what Santa Monica and Los Angeles could be
On top
in
of the chat.
in near future and whatnot after an earthquake and humanity manages to rebuild Los Angeles.
Oh, I think Potatoes did the same.
without all the dying cars.
No, I'm good.
It's a very ambitious plan for Los Angeles.
Dude, it's really my thing.
Well, this is running
middle finger to
smoother.
this town because I
Knock
love this
on
town,
wood.
but I hate it. It's like you're always in cars, you're always in traffic. So it's
I
like
would have
if we
better
could
internet if
have, like, the
Virgin
big dig
Internet
in
actually
LA, put all the cars
went
underground
to my
self-driving,
postcode.
we could have like
But
lovely
unfortunately, I'm on
frontier
shitty
architecture
BT.
everywhere. And
This looks very fast,
Santa Monica
guys. This
Pier
looks
is
really
reimagined with,
interesting.
it's not just a
What
Ferris
if
wheel,
small
but it's like
cars were
omnidirectional
less-
now.
I don't see how it's different to Overwatch.
I mean, in terms of just
It doesn't
the
look like it has
gameplay,
classes. So it looks like it is a bit more. Everybody's got the same skills.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit more of an arena shooter, unlike a squad-based shooter.
All right, fair enough. All right. This is just stupid now.
You know, feedback on the health station.
You're still getting lag.
Or feedback on the player's speed and movement.
I think I was on mine
and
too,
we're having
so I
these
think it's
boiling
just the
debates
stream
inside the
itself.
studio, and I tell everyone, get used to it, because this is part of the process of 2016 and beyond and making a living product with your fans.
Yeah. You know, I have to ask right away. There's so many different kinds of shooters coming out with Overwatch, with Battleborn, with Paladins.
Here we
I mean,
go.
how do you see Lawbreakers fitting into the mix?
All right,
of all this
Dax,
type of
I'm in
shooters?
sync with you. It
I had
sounds
this
like
epiphany the other day, and I didn't tweet it in spite of my
just had an epiphany.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
The fact that, you know, if Overwatch is Street Fighter, we're going to be Mortal Kombat. You know, Overwatch feels like it's kind of skewed, you know, towards a kind of an anime fan type vibe, right? And it's a fantastic game. My wife is really good at Mercy, by the way. Don't go up against her. She gets to play the game every time. But we're like kind of the Western version of that actually has, you know, a little bit of cursing,
Western version?
a little bit of gore. You know, it's not gratuitous, but you know, we're going back to the kind of the roots of a shooter where you can actually do a star fall down and boom, cause people to explode.
He's going to make a lot of people angry.
He's pissing me off.
specific.
I like his product.
So basically what we're
me
doing, we have our kind of alpha timeline coming out here in a second here, where we're doing a public
weird noise
alpha,
it just
and
makes.
it's actually
Yeah.
on the 18th of June, this weekend, where if you go to PCGamer.com, you can enter your name and possibly get in. There's only a limited amount of tickets that you can get in for that, and preloading will start on the 16th.
He
so you're not
literally
sitting there on
said,
the 18th
what
eating up all
makes
your
it
bandwidth
different from
downloading
all
the
these
darn
other
game.
games? And he
So
went,
basically what we're
it's
building
Western.
up to is
Yeah, and
early
it's like,
access for everyone.
do you know where, created
like the only thing
whatnot,
that's
but it's free.
different, yeah, exactly.
There's no non-disclosure
Overwatch
on
is
the 18th
Pixar
here.
if
You can stream
anything
the
you
game.
twat,
You can put it on YouTube.
says Game
You can
Bubbies.
tweet me. Tweet
Game
Lawbreakers,
Bubbies doesn't
tell us
like
what you
this,
like. Tell us what you
Overwatch.
hate. Call us assholes. I don't really care. Just give us your
But
feedback.
I
That's
agree.
what we're going
I mean,
for.
it is more, it's animated, but this is
Oh,
like
they
the only
will.
thing he said that was
Cliff,
different
I love
was
it,
the
and I
style.
guarantee you will get that feedback.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And I'm excited to play
Like
the
the
game.
graphics.
I'm gonna
That's,
tweet you.
he didn't say
I wanna
anything
get
about how the
access.
gameplay was
Once
different,
again,
how they did different things. It just
I
looks
believe
like
that there
one
were
big
several
shooter out map,
thousand keys
whereas
available,
Overwatch
but they're
has tasks
all
and
gone.
different maps. And
Guaranteed.
you know that you're going to get a good
course.
product with it that's
So,
going to have
ladies and
longevity
gentlemen,
for many,
Cliff
many years to
Blazinski
come.
from Lawbreakers.
That's the most
Thank
important
you
part.
so much.
It's
He hasn't
Blizzard.
made as many good games as he's made shit games, to be fair to him. So, like, for me, he's not a guarantee of quality like Blizzard is.
Yeah,
Another
exactly.
very important
I don't even
group
like
in the
his
industry
face.
is the players
I don't
themselves.
I hate him more than a
creating
ginger kid.
strategies to use against each other.
Yeah, at least a ginger
And
kid
that
had a good
content,
product.
That spectacle has exploded into the world of esports.
This
We're
guy
very
needs his
personal
color
and near and dear
fixed.
to me.
Somebody
So to
fix his
talk
color.
about it,
Come
Game
on.
Bubby
let's
says,
look
I
at
love
this video clip
Overwatch.
from
Bastion is
Yahoo
my
Esports.
waifu.
Okay, that's right then.
Hi
I was very
everyone, I'm
confused.
Andrea
Me
Renee for
too,
Yahoo
Bubbies.
Esports.
He is
We
my
wanted to
personal
take a
Mercy-
moment during
Mercy is
this
my
year's
waifu.
PC Gaming Show to celebrate esports.
Before esports had all this money in it, it was a very grassroots situation.
But it wasn't really until the recent years, as we saw the advent of online streaming and some of these bigger esports titles, that things
I
have
don't
really
understand
gotten
why they
huge.
have to tell us what
I've
we
been
already
involved
know.
with Street Fighter since the
They
early
are, these
90s
people.
when it came out
Are
in
these-
arcades. We didn't have a lot of tournaments like we do now. So 25 years later, there's just this massive growth, and
I guess
it's,
he's
it's
a-
amazing to see where the game has gone.
He's
and
the
where it could
Cristiano
potentially
Ronaldo
go.
of
This is a
Street
really
Fighter.
exciting
I
time
guess
for
so.
Dota 2. At the International 5, EG pulled off the perfectly coordinated Echo Slam in order to take home the big prize pool.
Oh.
I remember way back in 2011 watching the League of Legends Season 1 finals hit 100,000 viewers
I don't
concurrently on
understand
stream.
the actual
and that was when I knew
gameplay
League of Legends was here to
to
stay.
League of Legends.
My first stadium
I
event was
understand-
I think about it, really, isn't it?
and I remember when I was watching
understand
Counter-Strike there, that every single
the
time someone hit
mechanics?
like a really
I
sick
just
flick
don't
shot with an
understand
AWP,
what's going
the
on
whole
when I watch
audience
it.
like reacted like someone had scored a touchdown.
From Fallen in CSGO, Faker in League of Legends, and Fear in Dota 2, it is incredible to see everyday gamers rise to superstardom.
Evo Moment 37 is probably the most defining moment in fighting games and possibly esports history. It's a moment that drew so much attention and
Nope.
Did it freeze for you?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah,
Bubbies? Not Bubbies. Not,
brought
it's
players
sorry.
into the scene. You can talk to so many different players who will point to that defining moment as
That's a
the time
pretty
they
good
got into
reversal there. That is pretty epic.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
remember the feeling when I was at BlizzCon in 2015, and the
Runner.
Heroes of the Storm audience was all the way to the very back of the giant convention center.
I think it'd be
They
fun
even
to
had
go to
take out a
esports.
wall to allow for
Oh,
more
definitely.
people to watch.
I think I would have a
It was
lot of
amazing.
fun.
The introduction of live streaming and Twitch has exploded viewership in
So much
esports
fun.
in a way I don't think anyone really thought possible.
The prize pools are getting bigger. The viewership numbers are getting bigger.
Look at the
and there's
size
more
of these
monetary
I know.
sponsors.
I think that'd be
and
really
I'm so
fun to
excited
go
see where
see.
it goes.
mainly
future
because of the
esports
crowd.
is happening right now. It's
Hey,
growing every day.
With the introduction
Welcome.
of more and more games
Welcome.
like
Yeah,
Overwatch or
Verdi goes
Hearthstone,
back.
esports can only get bigger as time goes on. It can only gain more fans. It can only become more exciting.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to Overwatch becoming an esport.
It definitely will, won't it? It
Yeah,
will.
definitely. I'm
If
looking
you don't
forward
follow
to it. I think it'll
esports,
be a
now
lot
is
of
as good a
fun.
time to start as any League of Legends or Dota 2 or Counter-Strike watchers, any StarCraft players out there in the audience today. Esports fans, there we go.
Two of them.
Now, just go to Twitch. It's all over the place. Now, in addition
sucks.
to players being a critical piece of the industry, the technologists are as well, constantly creating new innovations for us to play with. So, joining me on the stage today
Mobas are the
is
football
lead
game,
sponsor of the
video,
PC
football
Gaming
and
Show,
video
here
games
to
to
talk
me.
about
I don't
some
know
new
what's
goodies.
happening, and
Joining
it
me
goes
in
slower
welcoming
than
from
any
AMD,
other game.
the CEO,
Says Game
Lisa
Buddies.
Su.
I hear you, puppies.
Yeah, I understand.
This is the
It
card
was,
then?
it was brilliant.
It's
Wasn't
good
it
to see
during
you.
like
I'm doing great. I'm just
CS:GO
hosting
where
the
they
show.
were,
What about you?
I'm just hanging
They
in there, developing
didn't
some
sort
new
out their
technology.
Bluetooth
That makes sense. I mean,
on their
tell me right
Bluetooth
away about
controllers, and then there are
Polaris.
people in the
You know what?
audience
We are
controlling the people.
extremely
on the
Oh,
screen.
yeah.
Polaris. You know, Polaris
That was so
has been
bad.
making for a number of months, and we're getting ready to launch it.
Lisa,
And Polaris is all about getting the best gaming experiences
right, Vertigo. Don't
to as
worry about
many
it.
gamers as possible.
We know who you are.
And you know, most gamers have a budget, and
Apart
it's
from
usually
Ducks.
around $100 to $300. That's about 84% of the market. And for us, we're trying to get extremely enthusiast-class performance at those types of price points, so that
She's
all
talking about
gamers can
finances,
enjoy
and
that
she's-
type of performance.
And I know it's not just the hardware side, but also the software side.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, we've doubled down on software, you know, game-ready
person.
drivers, working
A
on
person,
new
that's the one.
APIs like DX12 and
Beautiful
Vulkan.
person.
And we have a little bit of a treat to show you what we can do with Polaris and the guys at id on the new game Doom.
Let's go ahead and take a look at Doom running on Polaris.
Let's do it. Oh, okay. Whoa.
Hang on, wasn't Polaris the
Hi,
one
I'm
that
Marty, and this
messed
is
up?
Robert. We're
They
back
like
here today
employed some
working on
terrible
a number
person.
of updates for Doom,
Sorry?
and specifically
Was it
Doom
Polaris,
running
the
on
guys
Vulkan.
who,
Gamers can look
that was
forward
Polaris,
to a
it was,
buttery
sorry.
smooth experience.
Ignore me.
Polaris is the
on
name of the
Polaris,
architecture that
supporting a
AMD are
wide range
using
of
now.
hardware
So
and
it's like
gamer
a
budgets.
We believe the experience on AMD will be hard to beat across all hardware.
Could have brushed
Want to
his
play
hair.
Doom on your laptop on the train home? Polaris plus Vulkan is going to make that possible. Bottom line is, you're not going to need a $700 video card to enjoy Doom at fantastic frame
Hey,
rates.
that's good to know.
This card's pretty
Lisa,
incredible, to be
the
absolutely
box
fair.
has
It
made
is
a return. Last
better
year we
than
had
my
a box.
card
This year we got a box.
for
The box is bigger
less
this year.
than less
What's
money.
in the box?
Look, hey, we couldn't come to the PC Gaming Show without showing
What's the
off
box?
some new technology. So let's see what we got here. We are showing off for the very first time the entire Polaris lineup, our 3 cards. So let me take you through them. First, let's start with the Radeon RX 480. This is our newest card for premium VR. And this is disruptive. This gets
Radeon.
premium VR at $199 and above price
interesting.
points, and we love this card, going on sale starting June
AMD
29th.
and Radeon, don't they? Or vice versa.
And then we have 2 other cards
They
here,
all look
which
the
are
same.
pretty exciting as well.
Cards,
we have
they
the
look the same.
RX 470 and the RX 460. The 470 is really focused on excellent performance per watt, so it's 2.8x over the previous generation. And you get full HD experiences, 1080p running 60 frames per second. Gorgeous card. We'll have many, many different versions of this from our add-in board partners. And then we have the 460, which is really focused on esports. So I heard about all those esports fans in the audience. This guy is going to be the best card in the industry. Less than 75 watts, cool, fast. I think you're going to love these cards. So we're
$2,000?
really excited about our new technology here.
No, those
Thank
ones
you,
won't be.
Lisa.
Those will be affordable.
And you know,
So if it's for Dota and stuff like that,
It's
then
not
that,
just, you know, you're
not really
talking
gonna be
about
pushed
VR yesterday,
graphically.
and it's not just that these support existing technologies. You introduced to me the word a VR backpack, which I was completely confused by yesterday. Talk to me a little bit about that today.
So it's one of the cool
Thank you,
things.
Anne. I don't feel as
we're
racist,
super excited
a few
about
rounds.
VR. VR has
Wait,
the
what did
opportunity
you
to put
do?
incredible
No,
number of
Anne put, why is
applications
Jackie
there.
Chan talking
And
about
it's not
graphics
just about the
cards?
hardware, but it's about how we work with our
There's the
OEMs.
vibe.
So my friend Renee here, part of the AMD Red Team, is showing off a new Alienware reference design using the RX 480. And you can see the entire PC is in that backpack with the graphics card. And you're able to run, full high-definition VR experiences with this reference design. So is that cool or
if it's
what?
Alienware, that's about $4,000 worth of kit there. And underpowered.
So this is the sort
for
of
the
thing that you
price.
could like take to an open field and be able to just wander around as opposed to just being in a room doing what I do, like punching the wall.
Why
while playing
would
a
you
VR game.
want to go to a
That's absolutely
field?
right. Who wants to be sitting down? You know, you want to be able to do everything that you want to do with the VR experience, and this is really just the beginning.
Yeah, it's a
with
good
what
way
we
to
can
get
do
fucking mugged.
with the Radeon RX series.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of working with developers, you
Bummed.
mentioned Crow Team earlier. Tell me a little bit about your work with Crow Team.
Yeah, so look,
Never
I
a
think
good thing.
VR is about the entire ecosystem. You know, the graphics.
To be honest, though,
cards, the
she's
OEMs,
this
but it's also about the
this
software.
lady is the
We have been
best
working
speaker
on
so
new
far.
software called
Yeah.
Liquid VR, which makes
She's
it
actually
easier for people to
very
deliver
comfortable.
VR experiences. You know, Crow Team is ultra famous
And it's
for all their
because
work
she
with
knows what
Serious
she's
Sam.
talking about.
And what we've been trying
And
to
she's
do is
passionate
help
about
them
it. You can
develop
tell that
VR
she's
content actually using our multiple
a part
GPU
of the team,
features. You know,
not
so what
just
I'd
a
like to
fan.
say is, you know, we each
Yeah,
have
and
two
she
eyes.
genuinely
Don't you
believes
think
in
we
these
should have two
products,
GPUs?
and I now believe in her.
Yeah,
a lot.
exactly. I think
Yeah.
she's the best speaker. I think out of the whole conference so far.
It's really
far, yeah,
exciting.
agreed.
Serious Sam in VR.
So what's this? VR?
Revolver, Devolver.
Don't worry about it, Game
Looks to me
Bubbies.
like things just got
Just do it when you
serious.
can.
What the heck?
This is Serious Sam with VR, which means this is going to be very funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This will be fun.
Yeah, that will be fun in VR.
Yes.
Get ready to get serious.
All right, that looks
Okay.
fun.
See, shit like this makes me want VR.
We love Serious Sam, so.
Now, outside
Yeah,
of GPUs,
and it's on
tell me about
Steam
the
as
CPU
well.
side of things.
I think a lot
Alright,
of VR
that's a little
stuff
bit
is
of a
just going to be available on
But,
Steam.
Look,
See this
we love CPUs.
treating
We think,
VR
they
as a
really go in
platform.
pair,
I
and
hate
we've been
it.
doing
Oculus is
quite a
trying
bit
to
of development
diversify
on
and make
CPUs.
sure
We have
that
a new
you can only
development
play
called Zen.
games on
Zen is
specific
going
platforms,
first
whereas
into
Vive's more
enthusiast
open
class
source.
desktop
And it's just
processors
like,
for gamers,
fuck you,
and we've
Oculus.
really
Fuck you.
optimized
They're
around,
really
you know,
narrow-minded.
high performance,
They're-
eight
and
cores,
they're-
6
You know what VR
Shoot
is?
themselves.
It's
really
just a
exciting
monitor
stuff.
strapped to your face.
Sean, I
So,
wanted to bring the lab
you know,
here,
if I buy a
but
bank
I needed the
monitor
engineers
or
to do
buy a
some work.
Sony monitor or
That
whatever,
would've been an odd
I
show to
shouldn't
have the
should be able to
lab
play
on
any
stage.
game I
Exactly.
want.
It's
on
It's like
video
Google
to
Cardboard.
allow
They
us to
just
take a look
saw how
at the new
easy it was
Summit
to
Ridge line.
do whatever.
Yeah.
It's just,
And they made it so blatantly obvious they made it out of cardboard.
yeah. I think they definitely made a point.
Exciting update from the AMD Bring Up Labs. We've been testing out the Zen Core.
Because I was using,
And we've been
when I was
doing our
at
integration
Comic Con
level
last year,
tests.
they were
Our
doing
feature
Google
enablement.
Cardboard, and so they
And
had a zombie one.
have Summit
and
Ridge
damn,
running, too.
I mean, it's really a.
Did you go on it?
Yeah.
What is Google Cardboard? Talk to me.
Google Cardboard
just
is
put your
just
phone in it.
you just put your phone in it.
Oh.
And
VR at
it's-
home for budget.
It's really it looks really good.
Yeah, I used the Samsung VR at a conference for
Yeah.
last week, and it was Jurassic Park VR where a dinosaur came up and sniffed you.
Oh, that's the Crytek one, isn't it?
It was
It's the eggs behind you.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It was incredible. So I was like, yeah.
That's the thing. You don't
Okay.
have to. You don't need much
Lisa,
to actually have a VR
Thank you so much
experience.
for coming out today.
Yeah.
It's been a
And
pleasure
that's
to see all
what
the new goodness.
Oculus
We are
is
extremely
being
excited
like
about what we can do this year. And
Yeah.
Sean,
Where
thank
they're
you
no
to all
longer
PC gamers.
the
AMD is
big
for you.
boys on the playground, but they're
Ladies and gentlemen,
still pretending they are.
Lisa Su from AMD. And again, thanks for putting on the show again this year. It's a lot of fun. Now,
She's
Ooh,
brilliant.
about
good.
video games. Our upcoming title is from the makers of Life is Strange and Remember Me, the studio Don't Nod. Let's take some first exclusive look at some
graphics are
gameplay
better.
footage of
Are
Vampire.
you ahead now?
No, I should feel
Vampire.
Yeah, Vampire, talking about Life is Strange developers.
Oh. No,
What
I'm
does it
still
mean?
at the cutscene.
I'm
dead
just at the
too.
cutscene of Vampire.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in gameplay.
No, I'm in gameplay now. Okay, good.
I'll pause it for a
Y'all
sec.
kept saying vampire, but I didn't know it was called that. I was like, what are you talking about? Okay, so I'm guessing he's a vampire.
Very different to what I was expecting, I'll tell you
Me
that
too,
though.
actually, yeah.
Life is Strange, well, very, interesting, different way of storytelling, and then this is like, okay, Devil May Cry.
Surprise, Devil May Cry.
It's just so dark. They've got superhero syndrome.
Dark superhero syndrome.
Everything just has to be dark and gritty, and you can't see fucking anything on the screen. It just pisses me off.
Sorry for that.
You can be stylistic and eerie without having everything so dark.
Like Dishonored?
You could, yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah,
because they
perfect
actually spent time on the lighting.
Yeah. One of the things I really liked about Dishonored, and you made a comment that you didn't think the graphics were that good, but I quite liked the stylized nature of them.
Yeah.
I thought it was really well done.
Yeah.
It was a good evolution of where the game was.
I thought as a
didn't feel it.
stylistic choice.
Yeah.
I just thought it was too much detail for the game.
Awfully
About
different
posts
from
being
Life
ripped.
is
It's like,
Strange.
you don't need to go that far. No one's going to notice that.
I think they're
Now,
pushing
our
it so
next
they
guests were here
want
last
people
year,
to.
where they were talking
You're
about
sort of
the updates to
evolving
their
as
core
a
engine
fan for
technology,
them.
and here they're excited. to
Also,
talk
when it
about
actually comes out in the consoles, none of that stuff will
It's
be in there,
Killing
let's be
Floor
honest. So
2. Let's welcome Tripwire
scaled
Interactive's
down.
John Gibson.
I didn't see enough there to get excited about that vampire.
John, great to see you again. It is a pleasure. John, please join me here, and I'm going to ask you the easiest question ever. What's coming up with Killing Floor 2?
What's coming up? Okay, so Killing Floor 2, it's been out in early access for a little while. It came out last year. And we put out 4 major content packs for it. We have a really exciting one coming up called Bullseye. And it's got more weapons, more ways to kill the monsters,
He could have
more way to
trimmed his
kill
beard.
players
It's kind of
as the
lopsided.
monsters. It's really exciting.
You just play as a set.
These men have not maintenance their beard properly.
Now,
It's like
in terms of that
they're
experience,
going to be
having
out
it
in
early
front of
access, what has
millions
that
of
been like to
people.
have so many people getting to play for so long and giving you the feedback leading up
Developers
to
I don't think
this
he
content
cares.
patch?
Oh, it's been really great.
I honestly don't
we've
think he
learned
cares.
so much. You know, we've developed analytics system to measure. You know,
It's like this is the
you know,
usual.
what
It's
people
the
like,
usual
what people
thing.
don't
You know,
like.
it just
It's
gets
really
developers
hard when you
talking,
have
so it's
like a
kind of
million
like
people like all shouting
they don't
things
care.
at you at the same time to tell what you really need to change. But in this upcoming update, we've added a lot of their feedback into the game and really retuned things based on that feedback. So it's been a great feedback loop.
That's so cool. And you brought today some
Do
footage.
you think he's
of
gotten
Bullseye.
feedback?
Let's go ahead and
I
take
think
a
he's
look.
got some feedback, yeah?
Oh,
You think?
maybe he's got some feedback. Tripwire.
I think this would be a fun game.
Revenge of the Deads.
I can't really tell what's happening because, you know, it's all black.
There's a fat monster. I think you play as monsters in this game. Yep.
Can, yeah.
So I haven't really been listening. I'm going to have to do work.
So it's kind of like evolved so you can be human or not.
It's a bit like Left 4 Dead. You know, you have 4 players against a zombie horde, basically, and you've got to get to the end of the level.
So fucking loud.
Very loud.
Let's turn that down a little bit until they start talking again.
Right, I can
It doesn't really excite me.
get back to the
I
stream.
don't think it's in for us, to be
John's
honest.
going to have to walk me through a little bit of that action. Tell me what we just saw.
Okay, so you saw the new sharpshooter perk. It's all about killing the monsters from a long range. You saw the really cool new weapon, the
It reminds me of the
railgun.
Call of Duty zombie
Beast
one.
railgun that you can knock
It is
those
a
giant
bit like
monsters
that.
right on their butts.
It is a bit like that.
New characters. We've got
Who's got their
maps
volume up
that
loud?
we're taking official.
Yeah, no, walk me through that process.
Who's got their
How did
volume up
that
loud?
go
I can hear
from
feedback
just something
from
the community
someone.
to actually being part of the game proper?
So we
That's
have
right.
this,
If you
we
can't
have
change
this
it because of the
mapping
stream, don't worry
contest
about
called
it.
the Grindhouse
Stream.
Mapping Contest.
I can't, but
And so now we're taking those
I
best
turned it down a
programs,
bit.
we're helping
I
them
can't
polish
hear
them up,
them.
and we're shipping them as part of the game.
That's so cool.
So people in the community are actually getting their content in the full game.
And I mean, you've been using the term full game. Killing Floor 2 has been in early access for a long time. What's coming up next down the line? When does it leave early access?
Well, we're planning on it leaving early access this fall. So we can officially announce that this fall you're going to be able to get your hands on the full version of the game. And also one thing really exciting, actually I'd like to do right now. Sorry, I wouldn't normally pull my phone out in the middle of an interview, but you know, all that cool stuff that you guys just saw. Hold on. It's live right now.
No, we're DK, did they?
You can play the update right now.
Oh, you guys are
Did you
quite far
actually do
behind.
anything on your phone, or is that
That
just
was
a phone?
cringe.
That's just the sound.
3, 4. Here we go.
But somebody on the other side of the planet pushed a button that released the update.
Okay, no, that makes a lot more sense.
That was their cue.
Yeah, because I don't know if you could hear this in the audience, but when he hit it, it actually began to play a sound.
We did
And I was
hear
like,
it,
that's
man.
a lot of effort. You could have just said it, right?
I could have.
Well, John, I understand there's something extra you wanted to talk about.
Fuck, this guy's cringe.
Yes, there is.
Will you just die already?
For those of you that haven't got to try it, we're starting a free weekend on Steam.
The guy just said there's something
Thursday,
extra you want to talk about today.
So if you want to play it, you haven't got a chance. You want to fight
it, you haven't got a chance.
Just added that. Go do
okay.
that. We do have one more thing.
One more thing. Do you have one more thing? Yeah,
What's
I'm with
the
you,
one more thing?
Potato.
Well, actually, if you don't mind, I'll take over
Development
hosting the show for a
and
minute.
a suite to help us announce.
From Oculus Development, Anna
Sweet
to help us announce.
Announcements tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Anna Sweet from Oculus.
Anna Sweet is walking across,
Oculus.
and she is just about to sit down. Anna Sweet has sat down.
What are you doing here?
Well, I've known the team at Tripwire for
Did
a
you
long
guys
time,
enjoy
so I'm excited
Jacksepticeye earlier before the MS show? Didn't see it.
If you
Did
think the
not see it.
Tripwire universe is intense, wait until you check it out in VR with Oculus Touch. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and I understand
Pretty
it's
incredible.
not a translation of the old or the current Killing Floor 2. Instead, it is an entirely new experience.
Okay, let's have a look at
in
Killing
VR.
Floor.
Let's take a look at Killing Floor in VR.
Okay, let's see this.
Tripwire. Same when you see
Tripwire's
Tripwire.
coming in, yeah.
Tripwire.
Head again.
I see the forest.
Oculus.
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 Oh my god. Okay. Gun.
Gun.
Forest.
Forest.
Creepy.
Creepy thing. Spiders. Spiders!
Creepy man running
Yeah, I
out.
totally would not be able to play this. Screw that.
Encouraging.
Incursion. Guys, incursion.
Pretty sure my king couldn't handle this.
John, I don't know if I'm going
What
to
the
be able
fuck's
to
an
play
Oculus
this game.
Touch?
That looks so scary,
Let's find
man.
out.
It's scary.
And, I mean, like, completely outside of just the horror element to it.
It's probably like
I mean,
the
that must have been
vibe.
a real
where they've
interesting
got
new space trying to figure out
hand
how
things.
to translate some of the gunplay experiences from Killing Floor into virtual reality.
Now the vibe shakes.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that's so exciting about working on virtual reality. You know, we got the touch controllers. We're like, this is really exciting, but how are we going to use it? We're really sailing in uncharted waters for the first time in years as game developers. So we're
Except
like,
Vive did
how
it
do you
first.
model recoil in VR? How do you move? How do you know, and solving all of those problems.
Oh, you and the
is
Morgans?
challenging, but also
This is
very
so boring.
You know, what's one of the most interesting things that you think? Like, especially
Out of
with
alcohol.
how does that work?
The recoil, you know, it's a challenge because when somebody's shooting, you don't want the gun
What's your
pointing up
mixer?
here, but
Talk
the
to me.
hand feels like it's
Coke?
pointing in that direction.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you have to be really subtle.
There's
with
actually,
the
I think that might have been a
recoil. You really
triple
want them to feel
rum
powerful.
accidentally.
That's
Yeah,
one
it
of the-
definitely was.
Ooh,
More
baby,
than-
it's a triple.
And I'm curious, Anna,
baby,
you've
it's
worked with
a
lot of different
triple.
people, and different developers in VR. How do these sort of lessons translate to other
Had to
titles?
mute the stream. The
it's
chat
really
went
exciting.
mental asking for him to stop.
Sort of a complete
Yikes.
Says
ability
Mellow
to
Gaming.
rewrite every genre and remake all the rules, and we just see developers doing incredible things. It wasn't that long ago we didn't even know if first-person shooters would work in virtual reality, and now you have a team like Tripwire who's just redefining the genre.
Why
So,
wouldn't
it's a great
first-person
time.
shooters work in virtual
I
reality?
understand
Surely
there is
that's the
an
one that would
additional
work.
title
that would
you wanted
work.
to talk about in the VR experience.
That's true. So I'm
not
not
interested
sure if
in
you'd call it
Oculus.
first-person shooter or maybe more of
They're
a
so-
gameplay.
they're
But the
so-
team at Superhot has been hard at work creating a new experience.
It's because they were the
that
first to
really
say
drops
it.
gamers
They feel like
into a matrix
That they still have something
they're
important to
privileged.
add.
So we're
Exactly,
really excited
yeah.
to announce that Superhot will be coming
So
as
basically,
well.
they're selling their hardware at a loss to try and get it back on the software.
Yeah.
Essentially, the same way a console would do it.
Oh, it's frozen.
Yeah, frozen for me too.
Okay, good.
Tripwire,
Let it go.
Anna
Yep, we're
Sweet
back.
from Oculus. Thank you so much for
Interesting.
coming out to talk to us
Worldwide.
about first-person VR.
I have to say though,
And now
Xbox
it's
was
time
better.
to take a look.
Oh
The
yeah, God,
conference was
PC
a
gamers.
lot better.
Yeah.
This is not slick enough. For a start, the desk is all wrong.
Yeah,
Don't be on a
it
desk.
shouldn't be all. Yeah, and also, he does not look like a presenter. He looks like he's 12. Super
I
hot.
like this. Who did this one? Was it you?
Me, yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. It was your talk about it. It was really good.
Super
Yeah,
hot. would be
super
really
hot,
good
everybody.
in
Please
VR.
check out my channel. You'll see all about
Yeah.
it.
Like,
It's
comment,
very good.
subscribe. What the heck? Oh.
Oh, I think one of my lights is dead.
Well, Superhot had a really good meta story to it. So with you being in the game, there's so many good ideas that they could come up with this.
Oh, VR, nice.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to explore that again. That's Oculus.
This is my favorite
Good.
part
That'd
of
be
that whole
cool.
trailer.
Yeah.
Now,
His
the next
tie is
video piece
awful.
coming
I'm just
up
gonna
is
say
one of
this
my
now.
favorite developers of
Why
all
is his
time,
stupid
Obsidian.
collar? Somebody help him.
Vegas,
Dress himself.
and their upcoming
This is
RPG
buffoon.
asks the question: what if evil won?
Mellow Gaming
Let's
says
take
he
a look
probably
at
made a
that
load of lovely radio shows on his tape player as a kid. Yes, that is exactly what he looks like. He's got a nice voice and he's got a nice presenting style, but his
Obsidian.
style is just not good.
For centuries,
Obsidian, I'm
Kairos,
on
the
board.
Overlord, has conquered the known world.
Oh, resistance. Hold
There's
on.
Pillars of the Earth again.
Dissent has been quelled. And those who once boasted of their right to rule are forced to
Sean Bean
kneel.
all over again.
In Kairos' empire,
Spoilers.
the execution of justice
For
is
what?
paramount.
Every single fucking movie he's been
will
in.
be broken.
Yeah, exactly. Some people might
To
still want to
feed the
experience
flames of
their
war.
shock and awe.
Pillars of the Earth is one of my
Those
favorite
found
games.
Is
deserving
it?
of
Okay, so this is
authority
definitely
may
for you.
rise,
Yes, it's definitely.
picked from the ashes.
Obsidian make great
To be
RPGs,
the
full of
enforcers.
glitches, but story-wise, they're usually really good.
To judge the accused and strike down those foolish
I think I
enough
would
to
really
resist.
enjoy these sort of games playing with friends. I don't think I would play it by
Final
myself.
conquest draws near. You
I
can
think it's because
wait
it's
to
too
the
far
law
up.
above
I'd rather either the
I
camera be
like
behind
institute your
or
own.
completely above. I don't like
No,
the
I don't
half
think
angle.
Destiny of nations
Okay.
is your
I tried to
own
do
side.
Magicka 2 or 3,
Yeah,
and I think that's another one with friends. It might be fun, but on my own, I wasn't.
it's
having fun.
hard. I just find the gameplay from a 3/4 view difficult.
I'm on board with
continue
that.
to buy
Not only
everything you
on
make
board,
Obsidian, thank
aroused.
Now, our next game that's
I'm
coming
glad there's
up
something for you.
is a futuristic horror game made by the creators of Layers of Fear.
Ooh.
Let's take a look.
I need a horror game for my channel, so
And
let's
it's
hope this is-
futuristic as well. And Layers of
Yeah.
Fear was pretty interesting.
Never played that. Oh, this is unique.
Oh, it's going to be Outlast, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it must be.
I haven't seen that in ages. For ages. Oh no, he said sci-fi, so that's not.
Futuristic sci-fi.
Sorry. Yeah, it's an Outlast, isn't that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Unless it's Outlast in the future.
Well, you never know.
Nope.
Observer.
Nope. Nope. That's a whole.
I'm on board
That
with
is a
this.
whole lot of nope.
I'm on board. I feel I need to do more of those type of games.
You would like Layers of Fear. From now on, you're playing Layers of
Interesting
Fear.
teaser trailer, and here to
That's it?
unpack it for us.
That's all I
is
need to see.
Rafal Basai from
Oh.
Looper
I want to
Team.
be scared, but I don't want to be like spooked by a shadow.
I like to be spooked. I do like a good scare.
I want more.
Boom!
I want more.
Also, my reactions to being scared are pretty good, so...
This is a nice floral tie.
I like your
Yeah.
reactions
I
to
recently learned
Hotline
the word
Miami.
Paisley.
They're my
Yeah,
favorite.
cool.
They're
Now,
commenting on his
right
shit
away,
tie.
I just want to ask, what's your
Nice
name as a-
tie.
Actually,
Oh, thanks.
it will be a little bit impolite, but I will need to answer your question with a different question. So,
Oh.
what would you do if your fears got hacked and used against you?
I would
That's
have
a
lot
cool
of spiders used
concept.
against me.
Yeah?
Yeah, so imagine that this one sentence actually sets the premise for the whole game, but let me delve a little bit deeper into what Observer is. So,
Watchdog.
Go
it's
for
a
it,
hidden
Rafa.
horror game in which you play as Dan, who is a member of a special police unit that actually is called Observers, and their job is to hack other people's
So it's like
minds and memories.
Minority Report
So you can imagine that
and
you will
Watch
witness
Dogs.
a lot of
Yeah.
twisted visions along the way in the game.
I mean, the setting is
This guy's
really
hair is annoying me.
evocative with all the digitization on the
He's
walls.
European.
Talk me about the
Flopped over at the
cyberpunk
back. He just needs to just flick that back
we
in
are
again.
setting the game in a
Yeah, he's got a lot
cyberpunk
there.
universe, but then again, it's not.
That's what I'm
something
saying.
you
Haircuts,
know
guys.
from,
You're gonna
know,
be on
American
stage for the whole
movies.
world to see.
We
Get
are
a
setting the
fucking
game in
haircut.
Eastern
I'm
Europe,
getting a haircut.
and we are having.
Just
you know,
don't cut that beard.
Yeah, the
Yes,
beard.
sir.
I have to say his
the
beard is
high-tech
quite tidy.
environment, the
I gotta
holograms
trim the
covering,
beard.
I think he
you know,
would
the
look better with
dust
a
and
little bit of the
destroyed,
mustache
devastated,
connected to the
buildings
beard
and stuff
action.
like that.
How's my beard looking on stream? Is that
looking really good. It's looking really fly.
A little more story focused.
I feel like I do a lot of commenting.
Welcome back, Vertigo.
Complimenting, but you don't compliment me back, so it hurts my feelings.
But as with players
it's okay. It's okay to love me.
Well,
you're much older, so you're supposed to have a beard.
Environmental storytelling.
Well,
then
true.
again, you play as
at your age, I don't think I could have grown something that
so
beautiful.
You need to use your technology to actually.
You have grown something that beautiful. Your beard's much denser than mine.
So
I'm
again,
6
what
years
would you
older
do
than
if
you.
your fears got hacked and used against you?
It would be
going at that whole time.
Let's take a
Well, look, this is blonde.
All right,
right
we're
now.
gonna take a look.
Exclusive game.
Shut up
I'd
about
rather keep
beards.
talking about beards, to be honest. No, I did want to see this.
Yeah. Shh.
You wouldn't download a fear, would you?
I can hear him out there. He won't take me. I won't let him take me.
Imagining Markiplier, bottom right hand corner.
Yeah.
Why is he missing? Why is he missing?
Oh, really? Oh, well, isn't that just great?
All right, guys, I think I'm gonna take a break here now. This is Markiplier.
Bye.
Is that a tiny box screen? It's a tiny box screen. The guy's scared of being alone at raves. No one showed up to my party. My crippling fear.
See, I'm happy. I'm happy with this being dark.
Just a.
Because it's nighttime. It's
Get ready
dreams.
for a jump. Get ready for a jump scare. Oh, Darks, there's your female protagonist.
I highly doubt it.
Well, no, she's wearing a sports bra.
She looks
Could
like
be her.
She looks like a fly.
Okay.
He's getting a bit close to the goodies.
I like your wires, lady. Don't do it. She's too attached.
I'm gonna help you, Agos. I'm gonna penetrate you with this spike.
Oh, quite matrixy. Oh, it's a PlayStation 2's menu. Okay, that still didn't show us anything.
No.
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to
It showed me
toughen
enough
up
to
so
be
I can
interested
play all
in,
the
yeah.
scary
I'm looking forward
things
to
that are being
it.
introduced
This
here.
really
Looks
interesting,
so
so
good.
I'm
Our
looking
next
forward to
guest
it.
is going to be taking over hosting for me for
It was
just a little
scary.
bit. I'm very
It was
excited
spooky without
to hear
being.
about his game Drop Zone. Please join me in welcoming Sparky.
It was
Jason
intriguing,
Coleman. Take
and
it away,
it wasn't
Jason.
like they had jump scares,
We're
but it was
excited to
like
announce
thriller
an
jump scares. It wasn't
all-new
like
RTS
boogie boogie boo.
style game
Right.
called Drop Zone.
Layers of fear. It's written down.
Sparky
I'll
fans,
investigate.
for veterans of
Justified
RTS development,
jump scares.
we are
Yeah,
huge
justified. Well, it's
RTS
just
fans.
fun as
We
well.
believe
Fun jump
great
scares.
competitive RTSs start
Anybody heard of Sparky Pants?
1v1.
Nope.
Drop Zone, each player controls 3 pilots
I like your beard, by the way.
with abilities they
So many
configured
beards
before
in
the
this
match
conference.
using our
The
gear
conference
system.
of beards.
Drop Zone combines the strategy of a classic RTS with the
Wait till you see the
fast-paced
crowd.
tactical combat of a MOBA, all in an intense 15 minutes.
Yes.
Oh.
That was an intense 5 seconds just then.
Yeah.
You need a change of pants.
Oh,
Oh, it's a game. I mean, it's a thing.
the flash game. Drop in my pants. Is this Future Cop?
This looks like a futuristic Buddha. Am I looking at a MOBA or an RTS here?
Yeah, exactly. I think.
Do you ever play that?
I think you're looking
Sorry.
at an RTS.
But then there's like arena down the bottom right hand side. Is that more MOBA?
It might have different play styles.
Most intense
Oh,
15
RTS,
minutes
yeah.
of RTS
There we
ever.
go.
Okay.
Drop Zone.
That looks fun. I like those.
And I'm back. Jason
Oh, he's
nailed
back.
it. And there are never too many RTS.
I don't think he nailed it. I wouldn't
Now,
say that
our
was a
next guest
nailable
here
performance.
last year,
That was
they were the makers of
lackluster
the game
at the most.
Arma 3, that is an absolute sensation on the modding scene.
This
A
guy
brilliant
is
game in
bothering
its own
me.
right. They're here today to talk about their upcoming expansion that is the culmination of years of work, Arma 3 Apex. Joining me will be Jay Crow from Bohemia Interactive. Jay.
If ever there was a game that kind of epitomized PC gaming, it's Arma 3, isn't it?
Ooh, I like that.
Arma in general, so technical and...
maybe just let me say also thank you.
And there's many better things that come out there from modding.
Yeah, from modding, yeah.
PC of PC gaming, so it's a real pleasure to celebrate PC.
It's so comfortable around this person's voice.
So, yeah, on behalf of the Arma 3
British.
team back in the Czech Republic. Yeah, it's great to be here.
Czech Republic.
Wonderful to have you.
A little bit like Cardinal's best man. A little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I mean, right away,
his best man
tell
looks
me
like
a
a
little
dude.
bit about the big content that's coming up for you.
Yeah, well, last year we were here, like you said, we showed off Tanoa.
How do we feel about his clothing here? I'm on board.
I'm on board. Archipelago terrain.
I like it.
The kind of place
I honestly thought
you can walk in an hour for
the
one
LGB
direction
thing
and
was
always be
like
finding
a
something
strip
new.
for an award
So
just
what we
then.
need to discuss today is,
Like a
I guess,
medal?
how our players going to
But I think also his shoes really, like he's coordinated his outfit.
Oh yeah, he's done a good job.
Yeah,
So much
his
facial
shoes are
hair.
nice.
He's got a nice cut of facial hair as
Yeah,
well.
exactly, and he's made an effort on his hair, and it's his bravado as well. He's very confident.
The amount of content that you guys have been working on over the last 3 years is tremendous. I mean, a lot of games have a 3-year development cycle and then they release, but Arma 3 has been continuing development on Arma 3 for 3 years now.
Yeah, that's right. We call it the road to Apex, and it's been a long road. And the kind of vehicles and weapons that we've got lined up for the expansion itself, 13 new weapons, and we kind of see those as
Sorry, the expansion on Arma 3, right?
So we've got some old favorites coming back. Some,
I quite like the idea that expansions are coming back rather than DLC. You know, an expansion feels like, if you look at the way Witcher have done their expansion, knocked it out of the park, like awesome work. So I'm quite keen to see this trend.
We've been focusing on like new
We're away
classes
from
of
horse armor now.
vehicle,
We've gone
new
past
ways
that.
for our players to explore these huge terrains. We have these monstrous VTOL aircraft that can carry other vehicles inside them. They're so big. Then we have these little sort of nimble, light, fun to play with light strike vehicles. So you can sort of get
Vertigo
your squad
says, I was wondering where Cardinal was. He's on the
jet
stage
around
now.
the terrain.
What's always amazing about the Arma games is that not only is
he's
this
not
a ton
here.
of content for the game proper, but modding is obviously a huge part of Arma 3. How did you design the content with modding in mind?
Well, I think starting with the terrain, maybe alone, all of the mods and game.
When
mods
I
that
knew
you
Cardinal
know
back in the
of,
day, he used to have a
we can
green
expect these to be
jacket
sort
that he
of
would
coming
wear
back with
everywhere
Apex
that
and
was
getting
nearly
this fresh
identical
new
to this.
setting, this
Yeah, I can
jungly,
understand that. I can see that.
terrain. And the
Long
weapons and
flowing
vehicles
hair
complement
down
that.
to
They
his
help players
chin.
recreate also new
Wow,
kinds
I
of,
cannot see that.
scenarios.
That's
We
weird.
have the structure and the composition of the terrains.
I'll find a
these
picture of
islands,
us.
these jungles. It's
Please
something that we
do.
haven't seen
Post to
before.
Reddit.
I have frosted
Aside from
tips.
That, I think,
Whoa!
that
Backstreet
part of the
Boy.
world that we're exploring, the South Pacific, it's such a beautiful
Well,
part of the world.
it was
and
a
it has
sign
kind
of the
this
times.
also
It
quite
was.
difficult or
It
sometimes
was.
sad
Yeah, 10 years
history.
ago now.
And we know that our modders are the kind of gamers that will go out there and make new scenarios based on it and inspired by that. And we're really looking forward to seeing what they come up with.
Oh, I like
Excited now
him.
to start off this world.
Yeah,
very
classic
chic.
guy.
Very first
Yeah.
look.
Very confident.
Arma 3
Might fancy him a bit. I don't know.
I know he's a little bit like ooh.
Wow.
Whoa.
That is how Forest should look.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
Arma 3 was always like really just. It was always like quite basic in terms of animations. They've really upped their game.
Oh yeah, this is.
And it's showing a completely different game.
Give me Fox again.
Be on the lookout for Efron.
Arma 3.
They did our frame drop thing at the end there.
They did.
Copycats.
That's really soon.
Jay,
When
you
was that?
snuck a release date in
Next
on
month.
us.
Yeah, we might have seen the first announcement of our release date. That's the 11th of July, or July 11th, if we're going English simplified.
I didn't even know what you said at first. I'm so glad you translated it back to American.
And aside from
Oh,
that,
cheeky.
maybe you might have
Oh,
seen
I know
snuck
why
in
we
there as
like him.
was,
He's
right now, the
British.
guys back in Prague staying up late.
He's got the Ewan McGregor sort of vibe.
They've just pushed the button.
That was the first thing I said.
Pushed the
Like,
button.
oh,
really?
Special Apex sneak preview.
That's right.
Sort of that
So
Tom
if you
Hiddleston
pre-ordered
sort of
Apex,
confidence.
and if you're
Yeah.
on the development branch,
He
right
uses
now you're
his hands
downloading
the
all
same
of
way
the
as Tom
races.
Hiddleston.
Right now you're downloading.
Yeah,
the
he's
weapons,
like a lot of
the
sexy
vehicle
people rolled into
and,
one. I can
and
see why you
Tamara
fancy
itself,
him.
of course.
Yeah.
So your ISP is going nuts, and
I see a creative young man.
gigabytes coming down the pipeline.
So, I mean, mods could be part of the official update now.
Well, exactly. We have a few weeks. You can kind of get on board, help us with, I guess, sort of beta testing before this release of July.
Can't wait to see the
11th.
mods.
And we'll see, everything that we know and
Lots
love
of that.
in
Gonna be
splendid
sick.
green hell fashion.
That's
Guys,
awesome.
I'm giving
Jake,
it a
thank you so
green.
much for coming out. Jake Crow from Bohemia Interactive.
we got a coding
Arma
system
3
here,
Apex.
boys?
Thank you, Sean.
Oh yeah, you
Ah.
missed it. You can't really see the green as much as you could at
Now,
4
our
o'clock
next
this morning.
title is from Bulkhead
There you go.
and Square
Okay.
Enix. It
I
tries
think we
to
should do
answer the
this more.
question, Are there
Afternoon.
robots
I think
on Europa?
I need
Let's
something
take a look
then.
at Turing Test.
Well, these didn't cost too much, so, you know.
Square Enix.
Okay.
The Turing Test is a first-person
He's not Asian.
on Jupiter's ice moon Europa.
We started with the common
That's
science
cool.
fiction question:
Shut
Is
up,
there
Dux.
life on Europa? And
Oh, is this the,
we went
to the moon one?
Scientific advisors to try and get an idea of what that life would actually be. So we're telling a science fiction story, and it is really fictionalized, and we have lasers and all this kind of stuff. But it's based in an underlying reality of wanting to tell a story that could actually be true.
The original prototype was really cool because what happened when we saw people play it is they instantly understood what was happening and they understood the mechanics of the game. It's kind of a game where you pick up and you can just play it. You learn through the mechanics, and that's something that we wanted to push in terms of design. We wanted
No,
people
I
from
think
any
it's
background to be able
more
to come and pick up the controller and
building.
find it a fun experience to play.
When the team showed me the Turing Test, I
Base
thought it was
building, maybe
a
survival
great development on the last
simulation.
game.
Looks
Still
like
a
a
lot more
nice
involved in the
flat
world.
pack
You
kind
have
of
a lot more
design.
control over the environment, and it just opens the world up to a lot more possibilities. Really.
Curiosity River.
We present the player with, a linear story that they can progress through. But as well as this linear story,
Vertigo
there's
said
also,
no man's portal.
elements underneath that will change the meaning of the story for the player as they experience it.
It definitely has a Portal vibe without the portals, if you know what I mean. Like, it looks like the
That flush.
Yeah. And then there's obviously puzzles. Doesn't look like there's any like bad guys, so to speak. So it's definitely gone for that similar vibe. There are companion cubes.
Companion stereos, looks like. He's carrying around a gun, so...
Yeah, but he hasn't
No,
shot
but
a
it's an
single thing.
it's an energy beam weapon. Oh,
don't know.
Damn
I
it.
can imagine there's things might pop up.
You're wrong, Mooch. There's light bridges. Jesus Christ, this is Portal.
It's very Portal.
Functional but beautiful.
And it's sci-fi, they have lasers.
Yeah. This is the X Factor moment where they put the music in. And then it raises us up.
Just a beautiful video piece. Thank you so much, Bulkhead.
That's
Turning
cool.
test.
Yeah.
Turing test. Okay.
Set on another planet, but you don't go into... Oh. That was
No.
abrupt. And end.
Did it freeze for y'all?
No.
No.
Oh.
Driving across the country?
Oh, there you go.
Usually generated.
What's this?
Oh, sorry. My verdict on that last trailer.
The road.
Green.
We're currently running a limited first access alpha program on itch.io, and starting right now.
Do you
we have
feel
1,000
like there's a very deliberate
So
attempt
check
to
that
put
out.
women
You can
front and
visit our
center of
site
each
at
gaming studio?
overland-game.com.
Don't know. It'd be interesting to see where the level is in terms of if they are actually, yes, I'm a person
I think
to
there are
talk to.
definitely a lot more women giving presentations
Yeah.
in this
Oh,
E3.
yeah. Definitely. But whether or not it's actually, oh, let's put a woman up there, or it's actually they are doing the part, and so therefore, they have every
Yeah.
right to speak because, high up and everything.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Know what you mean.
Everything is stressful.
Oh, this reminds me of Flame in the Flood.
Oh, boring.
They need to close this.
I am not interested. It's going red. It's going red.
I'm interested. I like these sort of games.
Yeah.
Tough. You don't have the lights. It's gone red.
Means you don't like anything that isn't beautiful.
No, but it's just turn-based driving across the country. A dog just got in a car. all right. I've gone yellow. I've gone yellow.
What a lovely game to say everything is stressful, right? Once again, that was Overland. Coming up next.
Okay, I'm not ready to write that one off yet. I don't know enough about it, but
No, because I play Flame in the Flood, it has much the same vibe. It's really interesting
No man's
for me.
don't
I like
starve,
that.
Vertigo says.
Are y'all on world premiere yet?
Oh,
no.
Space Sim.
Space Sim.
Dual
Universe. World premiere.
Captured in game from a pre-alpha build.
Are you
Tell me when you get zooms in, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, we're zooming into the Earth now. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah, wee man. He's looking out over a forest with a moon.
All right.
Looks like the moon's logo.
Almost. Those aren't pine trees, though.
All
Close.
constructions and ships are built in game.
Oh, moons. Moons. Moons.
I don't know why mine's freezing up. Sorry about the people who are watching the stream. It's kind of being weird.
No Man's Grand Theft Auto, Vertigo's dubbed it. Whee! It's too dark.
Rebuild civilizations.
Oh, we're in the zoom up part at the moment. There you go, rebuild civilizations.
That's cool. That would be fun.
I'm glad
I'm
that there's
up
a
for
better
that.
looking game at this because Space Engineers was the only one and it wasn't
good.
service. It did its part, but it didn't look great. This one looked great. Yeah, it looks, graphic wise, it looks good. So I'll give that a.
Welcome to the stage.
That's a great. That's a great.
Now, right
This is
away,
nice steady green
there's
now.
so many elements that we're seeing in that trailer.
Junk stuff, bye.
What is dual universe about at its core?
Okay, so it's a sci-fi MMO, obviously.
Tout le monde.
And for me, it's an old dream that I have as a gamer, and I think I'm not the only one. It's to build, this online virtual world where basically everything is possible, where you can build anything you want and become.
I like the cut of his jib.
So that's not a very new story. I mean, there have been a lot of games.
I feel like he
before
sells wine
saying that.
for a
So
part-time
what
Yeah.
job.
do we bring? As you see in the video,
I bet off him.
the
I
first
think he
thing
knows
is
what he's
that
doing.
You can
Yeah.
really build anything. You can build your ship.
Yeah, I'd buy one
you
off him
can
as
build
well.
your
He
space
is French.
station, you can build your house, your city.
And probably knows a good
actually
brie as well.
harvest, minerals from
A good
the
what?
ground in the,
A brie.
the planets. Everything is
Oh.
editable. We've done a voxel
I'm
technology
hungry.
to do that. The second thing, which is very important, is that all this takes place in what we call a continuous single-shard universe. That means that everybody plays in the same world.
Oh, it's
at the
voxel
same
tech.
time.
Oh.
There's no instances, no
Good old
loading
voxels.
screen, no
I like
no
a voxel.
zone where you have to queue and things like that. So if you
Wow.
want to have a huge city with thousands of people in it, you can do that.
That's
There's a lot of technology to
amazing.
do
That is
And-
pretty
yeah.
amazing.
So, I got to ask, there's a whole lot of space sim type games. I mean, there's already EVE Online.
Yeah, so it is. It
Dangerous,
is
No
a,
Man's Sky people are buzzing
a
about.
threat for No Man's
How does
Sky.
dual universe fit in with those? How does it contrast with
Mm,
them?
this is more about creating. No Man's Sky is exploration. It's two different things, but both in space.
We put everything together.
The big
world that is shared by everyone.
well,
It
let's hear
changes
him
everything.
talk about it.
Because if you build a ship, I mean, you can perhaps you're going to build a ship that's
Yeah, but
gonna be
I
very
think that this is what
successful on
people
the Indian
expect No
market.
Man's Sky to be
And it's
like,
going to be the ship
and
that
when they
everybody
realize that
buys
it's not,
so
they'll
you can
go to
become
this.
famous, you can become
Sure.
rich, you can have your personal story.
I'm happy with that.
If you win a war, I mean, you can actually
Less
change the
circle
balance
jerking.
of power in this world. So everything has a meaning, everything is important, everything matters, and people are able to create this collective story together. And we've put a lot of emergent gameplay also in this. So you can create political systems, you can create your economy, you
Cool.
can create your organizations, and a lot of things like that, so that people can really build up anything.
So, I mean, you're talking so much about
Cardinal on
player-to-player
that.
interaction. How do you keep everyone together? I mean, I assume that the universe is going to be large.
Guys?
It's just
Yeah.
sort of classic in a space.
Going green.
Walk me through that.
Yeah.
Everybody
I'm
starts
happy
at the
about
same
this one.
place, in the Ark
Yeah.
ship
Oh,
on
really?
the Allied planets, and then you spread from there. Based on the technology you unlock, you will go further and further. So there's no limit to the size of the universe, but there's a limit to how far you're going to explore it. That's one thing. The other thing is that we are concerned about, creating quality content, because we don't create the content. Players do. So the idea is that with every force we put in a game, we put also a counter force, so that we have equilibrium emerging between the players. That's
so you don't just have some weird break where the only correct thing to do in the game is do mining or
players
something
are going
like that.
to choose what they like and what they don't like, also through the markets in-game. Something that is nice is going to sell more, and if it sells more, then you're going to see more of them. You know, it's that simple, like in real life, actually.
Yeah. So when is this game going to be available?
So we have
If they
a lot
get
of
this
work to
right,
do. So this is just a pre-alpha.
this will be really interesting.
We hope to shoot an alpha,
Definitely.
alpha at the beginning of 2017.
There's no reason why both games can't
until
exist
then, we're very far
coherently.
It's
together.
so
There's no
far
reason-
away.
Talking
When
with
is it?
us, discussing with us the game.
It's
We
in
really
pre-alpha.
love
The
it.
alpha doesn't start until next year.
It's crazy.
Jesus, they shouldn't be on the show right now. That's
They're
why.
putting in No Man's Sky.
Which I like.
When's it ready? Not now.
2025.
Also start to create an organization like Pirate Guild or something, and recruit and start to role play on this website. We're going to launch that in a couple of weeks.
Space
That's awesome.
MMO.
I mean, having the community focus always so important in this sort of
Vertigo.
thing. And I'm really
I don't know.
excited
There's
to
something
see what
about No
Dual
Man's Sky
Universe
that
brings
appeals
as
to
well.
me more than Duel. No Man's Sky leans towards more sci-fi and my imagery of space exploration. It looks too gritty, too real for me.
Okay,
Now,
fair enough.
coming up next is not exactly.
I gotta be keeping an eye on this one. I'm
It is
willing
about
to give it
tools
some time.
trade for gamers. It's time for us to
By
take a look
this
at a
point,
video
No
that
Man's Sky may have
celebrates
bored me,
the
you know.
mouse and
By the
keyboard.
time this comes out.
That's very very
true. Oh God, it's a mouse. It's cute.
Dux, can you pause your thing for
I
like
can't
5
because I
seconds?
tried to, and then it just jumps to the front.
I forwarded mine, Moons.
Yeah, you need to forward yours.
Yeah, that's my mouse. I've got that mouse.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Such
Yeah.
a nerd.
It looks better than Duck's one.
It's the mouse.
Mine looks amazing.
I mean,
Oh, mine's
that's
the
really
Tramp's
part of the
mouse.
reason why we even have
Look at mine, it's wireless.
Click adventures, RTSs.
And it goes left and right, which is
Even
great for design
FPSs.
work.
The mouse is our eyes and our aim.
You suck, Moons.
It's an extension
Yeah, I
of our
do.
reflexes.
It's all about freedom and customization.
We'll see if I press this button.
PC gamers
it
care
goes
about
blue.
what's under the hood. They care
Mine
about
constantly
how it all
cycles
works.
colors.
You've got people who are passionate
Oh, it's got a
bit
big
of-
old wire on it though.
switches they use.
I like a wire.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Favorite key?
I don't like
Matilda,
batteries.
Hands down.
No one likes wires.
Just
No one likes
imagine
batteries.
PC gaming.
This
without
doesn't even run on
mouse and
batteries.
keyboard.
What does it run on?
When I'm playing Bastion
Bluetooth.
in Overwatch and
So how do you charge it? Son of a bitch.
I need the precision
batteries,
that
of course
only
it
a
is.
mouse can give me.
Attack you. See, you're at an absolute fortune in batteries, whereas I get this hasty wire that never
If I
gets
had to pick
tangled.
one word to
Nah.
describe a mouse
I'm
and
fine with
keyboard,
this.
total control.
Besides, I kind of where I have it, I always change. I've got 2
Letters.
levels of the desk. It'd be
Clicky.
annoying. So for me, it works well. But yeah, I can totally understand wires. If the wire lit up,
Moons, drink more alcohol.
yep.
Y'all always argue about the stupidest shit.
We're not arguing.
We're debating
Friend-
shit.
Friendly banter.
Just boring banter.
Get out of here, you.
Halo Wars. Joining us from
What
340.
kind of flame stuff?
You've got Halo Wars. Well,
God fucking damn it! Stop freezing, you fucking stream.
Hey, welcome. Good to
stop
see
arguing
you.
with your computer.
Come join me on this awesome, comfy chair. Now,
I went there.
you're making Halo Wars 2, and it's going to be on PC. Tell me about how that is just the
already
awesomest
seen
decision
this.
you've ever made.
That could very well be the best decision.
Hey guys,
I've
we
ever
mentioned
made.
this is happening.
So obviously, first Halo Wars. Been a while since
My name is
that.
Dan,
Still the
and
best-selling
you-
console RTS.
Dax,
of
you
all
looking
time.
forward to the
Well, one of
time where
big
it's just
things
me
we
and
heard
you for a
from people
bit?
coming out of it, in particular PC
Son of a
gamers,
bitch.
is well, this just feels like a
No.
I think she
fit
secretly
for
dreads
PC
those times,
player
Moons, because
No,
I'm not
that's
here.
what- no.
So with Halo Wars 2,
That's what I was
we wanted
talking
to make
about.
sure that we were
Nothing to
coming
do
out
with
on
you.
Win 10 as well. So the product's it's gonna release on both platforms at the
I was
same
trying
time.
to humour her dread.
Yeah, on February 21st, 2017.
Ducks,
It's
smile,
going to be coming
goddammit.
out, and
I'm watching
we're
the fucking
on the floor around this
stream.
week as well. So it's been a really
You're not
great
interested
move
in
for
Halo
us
Wars?
because
No one is.
Obviously, that's just
Yeah.
a genre that fits
Thank you,
so
madame.
naturally.
Absolutely.
As we were just looking at.
I need to close that door. It's going to get loud in here. It's going to get freaky.
So,
I'm gonna
this
keep
is
the
some
Dax face.
gameplay footage from Halo Wars 2. Just walk me through what's
Goodbye.
happening.
Thank you so
So, I
much.
mean, this is a cut
There
from
we
the
go.
first mission of the game.
This is
And
the next
really
cup
what
for
we're doing
me.
is
This
establishing
is
the UNSC
Captain
presence on the
Phasma.
arc. Now, what you're what we really wanted to do, we had a few goals.
It's not washing machine safe.
What we're looking
or
at
not
now is
dishwasher
you're
safe.
seeing
So
right there, just great graphics,
is it
really great
potato
player
safe?
feedback as well.
yeah.
Big focus on tracer fire, making it very clear
It's not even
who's shooting
Gen,
at
it's
you,
just
what
Gen.
you're shooting at. And really, we like to call it internally an action RTS. So very quick to action and a lot of fun just blowing stuff up. So there's some spectacular explosions, some great effects. You know, at this point, I think
I'd like to play these sort of games, but I don't want to play against other people.
We're going to start to see some flame effects pretty quickly.
Okay.
We
I'd
just
rather
wanted to put a
play
lot of
against
focus on just making the game look beautiful. And a huge
Well,
focus
this is
on
against
control
computers,
as
isn't
well.
it?
And really, how
I
do you make
don't
an
know, I'm
RTS
just
for everyone,
saying
right?
general.
RTS can be a bit of
against
a
computers. This is
very daunting genre.
Absolutely, right? It can be really challenging. Always my favorite genre when I was growing up. I was a big PC RTS player. So I'm really sensitive to the fact that, you know, a lot of my gamer friends growing up were like, oh, that's really scary. I don't know about that. So you're going to see, there's just some great effects and some great flame right there. We're going to focus a lot on very classic multiplayer modes that RTS players want and expect, but we've also got a number of brand new styles of multiplayer that we're going to be talking more about as we get closer to launch. That is going to be something that a more casual gamer or somebody who's really never played an RTS before can jump in and enjoy.
I do want to dig into that because
I'm sure there is a lot of
terms
strategy
like
to it,
RTS,
but
making
I
sure
don't
that
know if
there's,
I'm intelligent
stuff
enough
casual.
to get it.
That's obviously going to be tricky to balance with how many people are obsessed with the competitive RTS scene.
Yep.
What's the plan there?
What do you think, Moons?
So, great question. The plan is really to treat them as different
I always
people,
thought
right?
Halo was a
And
good.
these are very, very different kinds of
good
gamers.
use,
So we
doing
announced
this
the
kind of
beta
thing,
today
but,
at the Microsoft conference.
So yeah, I'm going to go with a optimistic
classic
orange
style RTS modes, like your classic deathmatch mode, for example, where you and I build our respective bases, we build our armies, and we go at one another. And for me, that's going to be one of those very classic modes that your more hardcore RTS players is going to
I really
enjoy.
like the base building
We've got some other
aspect.
modes coming again that we're not talking about at this point, but that are going to be very simple.
That was
a
the
lot
one
quicker
thing
to
that
get
made
into
me
the
love
action, take some of the strain
that
off
Rock Raiders
resource
game I was talking about, like the base building
so
aspect, is really good.
on building a really
What's the
badass
game?
army
Kind of thing.
and getting
Lego
into
Rock
action.
Raiders. It's
Talking about releasing on different platforms. How did you sort of deal with the control puzzle there?
Yeah, one thing I definitely want people to hear is, we're not just porting console controls over to PC. Mouse and keyboard is very, very different, and we wanted to be very, very true to that. We've got a number of things we wanted to take advantage of, like groupings, for example, right? Multiple groupings on a mouse and keyboard. Just the quick nature of it, the ability to navigate the map really, really quickly, as well as a few other PC functions that, again, we're going to be talking about.
I can imagine if they had ported over console controls
it's
to
always for me, like,
PC,
what's the best interface
that
for
would have been the end of that game.
PC that you're playing on, right?
Smart
so
decision,
we have
Microsoft.
A specific set of controls for
Given that this is a
console
genre that's
controller,
born
and we have
out
a
of
different set
the
of controls
PC
for the mouse
gaming
and keyboard player, so it feels a lot more, specialized.
Well, Dan,
the fact that they even have to talk about this and talk about that this is a feature for the PC version is
Thank
crazy.
you so much for coming out. Thank you. See, as I said before,
it must be coming to the end now.
Never have too many RTSs, which is part of the reason why I'm so excited that we've had the chance to see so many of them come out here today.
Stream just stalled.
Now, coming up next, there is a game whose title I'm not allowed to say. They informed me that
coming up next, you got 4 minutes, mate.
To say it. So in 30 seconds,
you better
we'll be
hurry.
able to find out the title of the upcoming game. It is from the makers of Insurgency.
If Gabe Newell comes out here, I wet
Let's
myself.
welcome Andrew Spearin.
Imagine that.
Shit.
Not Andrew Spearin.
For us. It has taken
This is
perseverance,
Insurgency.
adaptation,
My
and
Shadow
teamwork
Frax video
to
went
find
live.
success as an indie developer in this highly competitive business.
Also
By no
give
coincidence,
Ahoy
these
Ducks a
qualities
donation
required
so
to
she
win a
can
match of
afford
Insurgency.
Malibu/singing lessons.
On behalf of the entire team at New World, led by our game director and CEO, Jeremy Blum, we are
I'll watch
proud to
that after
reveal
the
today
stream.
our second game, releasing on Steam Early Access next month. Following the trailer, visit
These are good developers,
PCGamer.com
these
for
guys.
exclusive preview. We hope to see you on the front lines in Day of Infamy.
Ruined it.
You ruined it. I bet he's gonna go home and cry now.
What do you think?
Someone find me a bloody radio!
They really need to work on their audio levels.
Wow, these graphics.
It's on the Source 2 engines, but it's the gameplay. Gameplay of these guys absolutely nailed it. Insurgency is class.
There's
So
a
this is
lot of
the-
it's a lot of strategic and war games on PC this year.
I guess this is their original game, wasn't it? So
yeah,
we just see how much better it's come since then. I'm guessing they're going to go for the same kind of feel.
Yeah.
Oh, this actually was it.
Infamy. They've got it in for me.
Yeah, that was actually it. Only in black and white.
That's awkward. PC Master eats potatoes. Ooh.
This looks like CSGO.
To be fair, graphically, this game is on the same engine as CSGO. You see?
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks exactly like CSGO.
Yeah, it's on Source 2, but the way it plays, the way Insurgency plays, may not be beautiful, but my god,
gets the job done.
It's really, really good fun to play.
Guys, I'm gonna give this.
Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong.
I'm kidding. I'll give it an optimistic orange.
Announce a new game.
Yeah.
Are the makers of Chivalry
coming up next?
Ooh.
Join me in welcoming Steve Piggott.
Oh.
I'm okay. Makers of Chivalry. You can count me in.
Hello. I want to ask about your upcoming new game, Mirage Arcane Warfare, where I understand you're taking the sword fighting combat from Chivalry and putting magic in there.
Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. I mean, Chivalry was the first game we made. It was basically medieval times, sword fighting, first-person, multiplayer. What we've done is add magic into that mix and really.
Wait a minute, there's one that's already doing that. Wait, are they developing? Is that the game? Hold on.
I
think you've gone off your rocker.
No, there's already a game that you use magic. Oh yeah, it's completely different. Yeah, there's already a first-person shooter that's magic.
Magicka is called, isn't it?
No, Magic is not first person.
No, it's like Chivalry, but magic. I think it's like
deliberate feel to it, and
they've definitely kind of crazy art style.
Yeah, this is strange. I'm not.
Charging at you, it doesn't matter. You can block.
They're fighting
like
gameplay. Their fighting gameplay will be smooth as fuck.
Well, it's all about. It's like they have perfect hitboxes.
Yeah, absolutely perfect.
And for us, that's really important to actually sell the deliberateness of
I do not like the art style, though.
Really think about what their opponents do.
No,
it's the pink.
Doing it for me.
It reminds me a lot of Dark Souls.
That pink is very garish.
We like to think of it as bringing like fighting game.
So I'm going to give it a pink.
Why does that remind you of Dark Souls, you dumbass? This looks nothing like Dark Souls.
Oh.
Couldn't be any further from Dark Souls.
Just Rachel.
I was watching that. What did you do?
I have to apologize. I'm very sorry.
Did that just go away?
I wanted to watch the very end of the PC Gamer show. You can at twitch.tv/PCGamer, but the Ubisoft press conference is literally about to begin, and I must find out if Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to be released. So head on over to twitch.tv/PCGamer to watch the remainder of that. There's just
it's okay. I'm happy to go on to Ubisoft anyway.
We're going straight to Ubisoft. Crap.
Ubisoft, we're going to Ubisoft now.
So we stop on this.